Alright, welcome back. So we're going to continue on with our Dragon of Icespire Peak campaign. Our characters are definitely making their way through this campaign quite well. We've only lost one person, kind of near the beginning too. Anyways, a couple shoutouts. We got the music done by Sirenscape. You can check out a link down below in my About section. Pretty good music. It's a subscription. The sound set we're using is Dragon of Icespire Peak. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's good stuff. Other than that, we're going to jump in the Discord now. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Alright. So, a little recap from last time. You guys had managed to clear out the dwarven fortress called Axholm. You guys did this in order to basically secure a position for Phandalin residents, just in case a dragon, or even something worse perhaps, decides to come into this area, and if they have to evacuate, at least they have an evacuation plan. So you guys cleared that area, headed back to Phandalin. You guys kind of did some things in town and spent the night at the inn. Some of you did some things that others don't know about, but I guess we'll kind of see if that gets revealed going forward. So anyways, you guys are all just waking up in your beds. There we go. So you guys can hear the city kind of already moving around a bit. You guys, you all kind of slept in a little bit. Having a nice bed is always good, so you guys take advantage of that as you can. So you guys are waking up. You hear people moving around. There's some chairs and stuff moving downstairs, kind of bothersome at points, but yeah. So what do you guys plan on doing?
I'm gonna put an arrow on the table.
A what?
Strike grabs it. I would have done my nightly leap out the window and go to the shrine.
Okay.
Strike glares at Varys.
I'm gonna give Strike 12 gold.
Wait, who?
Strike.
What?
And I'm also gonna give Sayana 12 gold.
Wait.
Oh yeah. A little short, aren't you?
This is the split from the Dreadhelm. And I'm also gonna give Rain 12 gold. And Theron whenever I see him again.
Okay. Sounds good. Theron, you end up getting to the shrine, and there's nobody there or anything.
That's fine. I just kneel down and pray till the morning.
Okay. Yeah, and it's basically morning at this point now. You see people moving around and whatnot.
So, should we discuss our plan, or should we wait for Theron?
Rain's gonna thank Varys first and ask him what the gold is for.
I sold that helm. I was just giving everyone a share of the profit.
Sold it for pennies.
These don't look like pennies.
It's 12 gold more than you had about 2 minutes ago.
Could have been 100 gold more.
If you don't want it, Strike, I'm sure there's charities that will take it.
I mean, I'll take it back if you don't want it.
I'm my own personal charity.
I'll leave an offering of 11 gold on the altar and then head over to the inn for breakfast.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll just put you on the lower layer.
Wonder where Strike's going.
He's trying to run away. He's gonna spend all that money already.
Well, you should go downstairs and get something to eat and
Let's do that.
figure out where we're going.
I'll order well, I guess breakfast came with the room. I'll order a mug of ale with it.
Okay. Do you remember prices on it?
Yes, four copper, right?
I thought it was 3, but I'll check. I can't find it.
It's fine.
Yes, you're right. That's it.
You notice Edith lounging in the chair next to the hearth.
Okay. Sounds good. So, you noticed, especially Theron, that outside it looked like it was starting to rain. It's just never kind of gotten any better. It just kind of seems like the days are just dragging on, being overcast and a little rainy. And you think you kind of hear like thunder off in the distance here and there, more kind of out towards the north. But other than that, you don't really notice anything else.
No, it's just a great
And it
day
didn't
today.
seem unusual, like the storm that was by the coast.
No, it just seems like it just stormy kind of weather.
Okay. Looks like we're in for some wet travels.
I'm not looking forward to today. So where are we going anyway?
Do you guys want to look at the map again?
You guys think we should try and get that sword before going to Falcon's Lodge?
Do you like
Sure.
that idea? Really do.
Rain looks mildly disappointed, but she doesn't disagree.
Well, once we got the sword, we can just head straight to the lodge. So
Oh, I don't fancy cutting straight through the forest.
okay, maybe not straight through, but you know, maybe we could be interesting and cut straight through the forest. You know.
Well, we can, go to the grasslands and then cut across the river through the forest.
Oh, yes, we
Yeah,
could follow the
up-
river.
Yep, near Thunder Tree, I think it was, to the camp and then to the lodge from there.
And wasn't there a path going towards Neverwinter from the loggers' camp?
Yep.
Or they just took the river down?
No, there's definitely a path there from the loggers' camp.
You guys can all roll
Yeah.
an intelligence right now. Strike, you don't remember there being a path at all.
I don't remember there being a path at all.
Alright.
Oh my goodness! What the
Theron, you also do not remember that there was
I-
actually any path that led down the river.
Maybe we should just
Yeah,
go to the Dragon Barrow and then go back to the Tribord Trail and hit the path from there up to the Falcon's Lodge.
Well, we'd be cutting across the grasslands for a lot longer, but I mean, we do have the horses, so either way. But I think going south again might add like another day to our trip.
You guys
It's
all
hard work getting.
go on.
I was going to say it's hard work getting the wagon through the woods as well.
Yeah.
5.5
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You guys know too that the roads have been much safer for you than outside of the the trails and stuff like that.
Yeah, with the horses, we should be fine just following the road back. Won't lose too much time.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good to me.
So how do you guys kind of plan on doing this? Do you guys want to whoever's drawing that right there, Theron, I think.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you see the difference. It's like a 20-mile difference to follow the roads rather than cut across.
get there in a day if we cut across?
No.
That's really not worth it then, I don't think.
No.
The other thing we might want to consider doing is after Dragon Barrow is heading up to Neverwinter and stocking up on potions and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit out of our way, but it's some supplies we might be needing.
Haven't used any potions since we lost bought some. I think we should be fine.
I think we've been conserving them.
We have.
Oh, that's because Rain's
Nice to
been
get our hand.
healing us pretty nicely.
But yeah, we do have a lot of healing, to be honest.
So
But Neverwinter would be a nice place to go. I'm sure they have really good clothes shops.
Well, we could always potentially, after we take care of these damn wizards, strike that way on our way back. That's always a possibility.
I think Rain's saying she wants to buy a new dress before we go to Falcon's hunting lodge.
Rain goes pink. No.
So
Well, if it,
just so you guys know, it's gonna take you, even traveling at a very fast speed, it's gonna take you more than 2 days to get there
On the roads.
on the roads. Yeah.
Okay, and if we cut through, would it be 2 days dead?
Yeah, it's gonna be a day and a half.
Okay.
With that much time saved, I think it's a no-brainer. It's a little less safe cutting through, but I think we can handle it.
And the other thing to think about is if there's orcs, like getting closer to the hunting lodge, 3 days of us going to maybe find a sword. I mean, with the sword's always going to be there, if it's still there. I mean, if something happens to the people at the lodge while we're traveling for 6 days, plus getting back there.
Well, it's not at the lodge. He needs us to preempt the strike.
Yeah, they're not being attacked. They're getting ready to attack.
I mean, we don't know how long we have with that either. Because it would be, what, like a 4 or 5 day travel or more to go get the sword and then go back up towards the Hunter's Lodge.
Strike's going to ask what how much money we're getting paid for Falcons.
We don't know
Would it be
yet.
worth it?
The assumption is that he'll reward us somehow after we help him.
I prefer a money figure.
I mean, you can request money after we do it.
That never works out. well.
Without
You
it,
never get what you want, right, Varys?
I mean, I got what I wanted.
But certainly nobody's going to reward us for going to the Dragon's Barrow.
No, we might
And
get a
then-
sword. And
We
sell
could get
it
a
over
magic
100
item that
gold.
we could get a magic item that we could sell, right, Troll Turd?
For another 100 gold.
Easter
I
egg.
think the possibility of getting Sienna really nice sword is worth the trip there.
You can just
Also, we might die without ever having helped Falcon.
actually, do you want to try it?
Oh, it's a dangerous path we take. I think it's worth the risk.
But-
It is, but it can go in different orders.
Do we have a lot of? Have any of you fought wizards before? Because I personally haven't.
Wait, there's a wizard?
Yeah, there's wizards in the
Banshee's
in the.
Dead wizard, right? So,
Oh, in the forest.
sort of.
Yes. I thought you meant at the Barrow.
No. We don't know what's in the barrow. But like maybe we might need some more, I don't know, magic items to kill these wizards. I mean, maybe we should make a decision. Like take it.
I say we go to the Barrow. I vote for the barrel.
I
Yeah.
vote for the bear as well.
Yeah, I think we should strengthen ourselves up a little bit more if we can before taking on these wizards.
All right, we'll do that. Just hope we can make it to the Woodland Manse in time.
Rain finishes at oatmeal, but sadly.
Alright, so grab the horses and the wagon and head on out.
Strike's already gone.
Spec, you go ahead.
So cute.
Is there anything in town that you guys wanted to do before you take off?
I think we did all our shopping yesterday, did we?
I did.
Have we got
I
enough
just-
horse food and
Yeah, we'll be good with that.
On the way over to Barthen's, I just glance over to Smithy, just hopefully, just to see if he's open, but I assume he's locked up again.
Yeah, it's still locked up. Doesn't look like anything's happened there at all. However, when you guys are, I'm assuming everybody's kind of walking with Theron as you start to walk past the Smithy and Barthen's. You're not doing that alone, I believe.
No, as we all walk over to Barthen's to get our horses, I would do that.
Right. Okay.
I'll ask Strike to go get the horses from Barthen's.
I pause and have a smile on my face, like,
I'll just say, I don't think Barthen's like me much.
I wonder why. Your pleasant demeanor is
I know, right?
I hear Rain put in a good word for you. Maybe he's changed his mind.
Yeah, why don't you just go say hi to him?
Why don't we help the town out a little more first?
You were
I'll go
basically
get
gonna have
the
to save
horses.
his life.
personally.
You know what? Strike. I'll dress up as a burglar and I'll burgle him, and then you stop me. How about that?
It's another terrible
great
plan
idea.
that will assuredly go wrong.
and any nat ones on his deception again.
Oh no! I'll save you. Oh, jeez.
We'll get the horses and everything, and
Okay. So as you guys are all kind of getting horses and whatnot, Strike, where are you at? Just so I know.
I'm just waiting outside.
Okay.
Probably
outside?
a little bit. Probably like right here, not right in front of the place.
Okay. Sounds good. And the rest, like someone goes and lets Barthen know, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, your stuff's all
I'll
back
do
there.
that.
No problem. So yeah, you guys see all your horses in the wagon and whatnot. And so we're clear. It's still Rain and Varys. Both you guys are the ones that have your horses up to the wagon, correct?
yeah, that's good.
All right. So actually, as you're kind of getting prepared, Varys, you're kind of like just seeing everybody get together, and you guys notice that there is actually like a little caravan kind of coming down from the north. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. So you see them coming from the north here, and there's about 2 wagons, large wagons. You notice 2 guards, and you notice what kind of looks like just simple folk. Some of them kind of looks like they're just like guiding the horses. The other ones just sitting in the back of the wagon. And these wagons are full. One of them's full of these like log palisades. They're quite big. And you also notice that there's what just looks like in the back a bunch of crates. You can see like bags of grain and all kinds of provisions and stuff in the back of the other wagon. And you also notice there's actually 2 guards in behind the caravan as well. And when they start to approach, there is a symbol on there, but let's see who notices. So everyone can roll a perception. You're all going to notice this. Alright, so all of you notice the symbol, and let's get all of you to roll a history.
Goodness.
It actually makes sense for you, Rain, to be honest.
I know, right?
Maybe not Cyan.
What's
Okay,
a
the
book?
only one that's going to know what these symbols are is going to be Theron. And the symbols on the front of their chest plates, and you notice the two in front actually have shields. The one in the backs actually have bows. And the ones with shields, they definitely notice all of you, but they do not seem threatening whatsoever. But the badge you notice is actually, it's like it looks like an open eye with like, it looks like it's crying. It's got like 3 teardrops that kind of come underneath it. And Theron, you know 100% that this is the symbol of Neverwinter. Anyways, they approach, and it looks like one of the guards goes in and starts talking with Barthen. You're not really sure what the conversation is, but Barthen comes out, and you can tell he's, it looks like he's actually supplying some more supplies and whatnot on the one back of the wagon that looks like it's carrying provisions and whatnot.
How far away are we from here? Can we hear?
You can't hear the conversation that's going between them. It's pretty vague, so I'm assuming that you guys are kind of all loaded up here, and you're almost like, okay, now you're kind of waiting for these guys to get out of your way so that you can continue on, kind of thing.
Can I have the owl fly, like, and perch above, like, the doors or wherever they're talking?
Yes.
And see if he can hear?
For sure.
And I'll look through his eyes and he'll listen through his ear?
Sure, for sure you can do that. Okay, so the owl comes. Now I'm just going to make a roll here. Okay, so the owl kind of flies up, and no one actually really kind of pays attention to this owl at all. And you're kind of like watching that as you're peering through this owl's eyes. And you do hear them kind of talking, and you kind of catch the end of what's being said. But you hear Barthen say, "Good luck, and I hope that Leyland becomes prosperous." And you can kind of hear the guard just kind of thanks him for his help, and once things are back to normal, he says, we will not forget this. And that's kind of like the conversation. You kind of get the end of it, so you're not really sure, but from what you kind of get from it, something about Leyland, you're not really sure what that is. Okay. But anyways, so they are kind of like boarding up the horses, and you can kind of hear a little bit of chatter, but you can give me a perception. This is hearing perception. The owl. Sorry.
Never mind.
You got that? Jabba? Did we lose him?
Jebba?
This thing is lit up, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I think he's, something's happened to him. Okay, I'll roll for the owl. Oh, it does have keen hearing, so it's going to be advantage on this roll. Okay. Yeah, we lost. Oh, there he is. Can you hear us, Jabba?
This better not keep cutting in and out.
Yeah. Sweet.
Anyways, I rolled for your owl to see if you.
Yeah, I heard the whole conversation. Do I know who Leyland is?
Well, we're gonna get to that, but
Okay.
The owl does pick up a few things here and there. Just more of they can't wait to get there, and they wonder how like bad of shape it's in. That's kind of all you really get from this.
Can I walk up to one of the guards?
Yes, you can. The front ones or the back ones. So they're kind of just
Which-
packing up and starting to leave at this point.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
They
stop the
haven't,
bank.
like, they haven't officially like left, but they're like, you can tell they're all starting to get on, the wagons and whatnot. They all kind of jumped off and
Just
stretched their
under-
legs.
I'll just quickly go up to one of the front ones with the shields and whatnot. Just ask, hey there, friend. Where are you guys going?
So he kind of looks at you and looks you up and down and just says, I don't believe that's any of your concern.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
I don't remember the watch from Neverwinter being quite so rude. We're only making polite conversation.
And he just kind of looks at you. He's like, I don't even know who you are.
Nor are you.
And he just kind of looks away from you, as if he's just unimpressed with this whole conversation. Varys, can you give me a perception?
Yeah. Not good.
Not bad, though. So as you're kind of like looking around, Varys, just at this group, you notice one of the, like, it looks like they look like archers in the back, the guards on the horses. You notice that one just kind of keeps looking at you. And you're kind of looking around, and he just kind of keeps looking at you. And you're about, like, because if you guys are about here. And the back of the caravan's about over this way, right? So he's quite a ways away. And he's like kind of like looking and as if like he thinks he might know you or something.
I'll walk up to him and say hi. And
so as soon as you kind of start to move forward, the front guard gets on his horse and looks at both Theron and Sienna and says, "Good day," and continues off, and he gives like a whistle, and everyone starts moving.
Are they moving past us, or
they are
they
moving
back
past
up
you,
north?
and it looks like they're heading towards town, like into the middle of town, and maybe kind of heading out, you know, on the southern exit. You're not really sure, but that's kind of what it looks like.
Now, when they pass, I mean, when that guy passes me, would I be able to keep pace with their slow movement?
So, as he starts to walk forward, he actually just, as he gets closer to you, he looks at you and squints. That bow, where did you get that?
Got it from my uncle.
Your uncle? And he kind of squints at you and looks you up and down. You do look quite similar. Your uncle, and I don't know what you named him. You haven't really told me that.
Lazarus.
Lazarus, okay. I'll write that down. Your Uncle Lazarus. He was a great man. I owe him my life. Do you know where he is these days?
Last I saw, he was up in his at his home in the northern part of the Neverwinter Wood.
And he's well, is he?
As far as I know, I haven't had any communication with him since I came down here to seek out adventure.
So this soldier, as you're kind of looking at him, you can tell he's older. He's weathered. He has, you can tell by like even just some scars on his face. He's been through some shit, this guy. And he's kind of like looking you up and down, and you can tell he genuinely cares about your uncle. And he goes on to just say that he owes his life to what your uncle did for him, and that he will do anything to repay that debt, but hasn't seen him ever since. So he kind of looks at you and just says, "So, where are you off to then?"
Well, we have a couple things we're doing. We're gonna try to go up to the Dragon Barrow to search for some treasure, and we heard that there might be some orcs up in near the Woodland Manse, near the Falconer Hunting Lodge. So we were going to try to help with that.
And he just kind of says, "Well, you're very busy. Well, I hope our paths cross again at some point. And you can tell, like, the caravans continue to move on. He's definitely stopped, and you can tell the other guard kind of, like, moved on a bit, but, like, kind of stopped, like, just before he goes out of sight. And you can tell he's starting to get a little impatient.
Before I let him go, I'll ask for his name.
My name is Kalon.
And I'll tell him, hopefully next time we meet you can tell me stories about my uncle. I haven't heard any in a while since I was young growing up.
And he kind of laughs and just replies with, yes, there's many stories. Great man he is. Extraordinary fighter. I hope that bow doesn't go to waste on you.
Oh, it won't. Don't worry.
And he just kind of gives you a smile, and then gives you a nod with his head, and continues on. So the whole caravan continues on through town, and you guys are kind of just standing in town at this point.
Let's get moving.
Yeah, we can go on our way.
Where do you think they're going?
We could ask Barthen, someone who's more on friendly terms with him, potentially.
I'll pop in and ask.
Okay. So you're gonna ask Barthen?
Yeah. Where were those people heading? None of them
Man.
knew Varys.
And you can kind of tell that he is struggling to answer that question, and he doesn't really want to answer it, as he kind of relays to you. He's like, well, I wouldn't give information about you guys just as much as I wouldn't give information about any of my people I make business with.
Okay.
So he's a little secretive about it for sure, but you can tell he's conflicted. Like, he kind of wants to tell you, but at the same time he feels like he doesn't.
It's okay.
Chris
Chris doesn't have to send him a Christmas card.
So he's like,
You guys want me to go in and ask him?
please do. Please.
It's like we need you for other things, okay?
Often's going to turn out to be a level 20 retired fighter.
I would,
Yeah.
I guess I didn't say I was walking in with her, but, never mind. Well,
Okay.
You can walk
Sure,
right
it
in.
that.
That's fine.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, if I was
We're all
there,
allowed
then I'd
to.
ask, Barthen, we really enjoy helping the town out here. If there's anything we can do for Neverwinter, I'm sure that we'd be more than happy to help.
He's kind of like looking at you as if you're trying to get to something.
All right. Well, if they don't need any assistance, we'll just leave them be, and maybe our paths will cross later.
And he just kind of like looks at you guys like he's conflicted. Like, he wants to tell you, but at the same time he wants to keep his word and not say anything.
All right. I think we should head on our way, guys, and leave him to his business.
All right. So are you guys done in Phandalin then, or?
Yep.
All right. So what did you guys decide on a path then?
Dragon Barrow straight across, I believe.
Cut across the grasslands.
You make your way all the way there. Now, what
Yeah.
kind of speed do you guys want to go?
I mean, without the path, I would say probably just normal. That way we don't mess the cart up. Or the wagon.
Because you can get to about there on your first day,
Yeah.
and then you can definitely get to the barrel by the next day for sure.
All right.
That sounds good.
Don't want to camp any closer to the woods?
Yeah, I mean, well, however you guys want to do it. does that sound right, or do you want to be more over here?
I'd rather not be close to the woods if we're gonna camp.
Yeah, we can just go straight through.
Just
like
closer to more predators.
You got tents and stuff, and we can hold watches for the night.
Okay, so we're all happy with this location right here.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's just put on that one. And
Skip my 2 bugbears here. 2 bears.
all right, so as you guys start to leave Phandalin, the rain starts. And you can also hear thunder getting louder and louder as you're heading more towards the north. Now, it doesn't look centralized. It doesn't look like anything like that. But it's definitely, it seems to be more covering the north side of where you guys are right now. As you guys look south, it looks nicer out in that direction. So you're honestly not sure if this is natural or not, but I know one of you can use something. Either way. So you guys continue on your way, and as you're kind of like heading on your way through, you guys notice like the ground is really wet, and it's like your horse's hooves are digging into the ground, making it a little harder to kind of walk and whatnot. Especially once you start to get off of the path. Once you guys kind of get off the Tribord Trail from Phandalin, it's getting much harder to kind of walk, and it definitely does slow you down. So you don't actually make it to where you want your first day. However, you don't run into any issues. So, do you guys want to just...
Will Druidcraft show me if the weather's natural or...
I think it just... You can just post it, but I think it just tells you what the next day is, isn't it? Or what, or like what's going to happen.
Okay, alright, no, carry on. Yep.
Yeah, next 24 hours, I think.
Yep.
I'll ask Rain what the weather looks like tomorrow.
Find out.
So you're gonna... Okay, so you're gonna use it? Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. It just says what the next 24 hours at your location as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So you just kind of see like a little cloud, and it's kind of stormy with rain when you cast your Druidcraft.
More rain. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll get through it.
So you guys pack up for the night, and nothing really is encountered throughout the whole night. So you guys are good as far as all that goes. And you guys wake up in the morning, and even more rain, and you can start to feel the wind coming in from like the coast, and it's just very unsettling. And you guys already start to miss your nice comfy bed at the Stonehill Inn. However, you guys continue on your way, and it's starting to get quite late at this point, and you guys get to pretty much where you believe this dragon barrow will be. But you keep looking, and you can't find it. Let's get survivals from everyone.
Would the owl be able to perceive anything from above?
Yep.
Nope, I did perception, sorry. I was thinking perception.
Go Sayana.
Yeah.
The ranger that's not a ranger.
So,
20s, are you kidding?
Strike and
I
Sienna.
really want to find that so.
You guys are looking at the map and like looking at your location, and you guys are... Yeah, I didn't ask for a perception. You guys are certain that you are most definitely in the wrong area, and that this map has been marked wrong.
Oh.
Do
we don't
we... Yeah, do we have any idea of the right area?
You have no idea. Unfortunately,
So what's
you
this
never
area?
asked for any. You guys just asked for something on the map, and you believe Harbin Western knows everything.
Yes, because
Well,
Be
the good
underground?
news is maybe Falcon might know at the Hunter's Lodge where this would be at.
I
Maybe.
doubt it.
Eventually.
Maybe though.
Or we can go to Neverwinter, or can I just have the bird fly around and see if he sees anything that, within the mile or two that jumps out?
Sure.
Is there anything that we could? I mean, could we? Could the place be cursed or magical? Does anyone know how to find things like that?
I got arrows. That's all I got.
Good arrow.
We're not very prepared for magic.
All right. So, first of all, you guys, just where you are right now, like I said, both Sienna and Strike, you guys are very confident you're exactly where you need to be according to the map. When the owl flies up, he doesn't see anything that's like, oh, that's definitely where we need to go. You're pretty sure that the coordinates that you were given are incorrect.
I see we gotta go to Neverwinter.
Yeah, we can.
They'd be the only people who would know. If at all.
Try to find someone there that knows where this would be at.
Yeah.
It's a big place.
Cut back across to the high road and travel that way.
I would doubt that we would be able to, and someone in Neverwinter who would know, and also not to get there before us.
Well, if someone in Neverwinter does know, then, like, it's either, they would have gone to the barrow by now or not,
Well, if they know where the barrows are, they may not necessarily know about any treasure that's there.
Yeah, we don't have to tell them that there might be something there. We can just tell them that we wanted to go take a look around it. 'Cause
Research
we're trying
dragons.
to kill a dragon, and we want to see a dragon barrow.
Yeah, we've heard about orcs or goblins near the barrows, and we want to check it out.
What time is it now, Jedi?
It's starting to get quite late at this point.
Alright. Well, we'll just set up camp here, and in the morning we can go to Neverwinter.
Alright.
Maybe something will reveal itself overnight.
Maybe.
Alert for anything weird.
Alright. I need everyone to give me a perception. The owl can roll advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, Rain, Aaron, pretty much all of you, except for Sienna and Darius. As you guys are kind of setting up for camp, you guys notice, and actually your owl kind of whispers horse to you. To you, Strike, when it notices this. But out kind of towards the east, there's definitely something out, like kind of, there's some tree, like a treed area there. It's more like here, really. But there's definitely something out there. You guys aren't sure, but it looks like a horse to you. It's quite a distance out.
What time do we notice this?
So the sun is just starting to set.
We should check that out. Don't want to camp when we don't know what's there.
Well,
Yeah, we can unhitch our horses. How long would it take for us to get there, Jedi? On
5
horse?
minutes. Not long.
I say we probably just have one person stay back and Strike if you guys run into any trouble, send the owl back, and that person can get on their horse and head your way
Okay.
fast.
I'll keep sitting up. You guys go ahead.
Oh, both of your agents
Or-
are ready.
You know, I could head up there and see what I can see from a distance.
Why don't I just send the owl closer and see what he sees?
I mean, is it too far away for him to communicate with you?
Jedi?
It's 1 mile, isn't it? Or is it 100 feet? It's well over 100 feet.
feet.
Well, what I'll probably do is I'll ride within range, but farther away from him.
I think if
you're
you're going
100
to go
feet.
that far, it's group than it would be by yourself. We're on the
Like
plane.
put it this way, it takes 5 minutes to get there, and well, you know how fast your owl can move 60 feet per 6 seconds.
Would you like me to gallop over?
Yeah, I say we just go as a group and on our horses and
Yeah.
Was I thought it might be friendly if I was be a horse. Then I can talk to him.
I mean, you could.
No, can I talk to a horse? As a horse or
Speak
not?
with the animals.
Yeah, I can't cast in wild shape though. I could cast beforehand. How long does it last?
Speak with animals too, don't I?
So what's the plan?
I mean, I say
A
we'll,
minute.
I don't know.
I
I
say we
feel
all
like
go over there as a group. That way we're not
like going on together. It's gonna be noisy.
How does ritual casting work?
Ritual, you can use basically like 10 minutes to cast it, or 11 minutes, I think it is.
Okay. And if it doesn't have any components, I can just, it's basically free?
Yeah, you just cast it, but it takes you that much time to do it.
Okay.
Alright, so then we go on foot and as a group and I guess stealthily.
Hmm?
Does that work for everybody?
We can certainly try.
Staying with the horses?
I'm gonna cast guidance on Cyanna for his check.
Or black.
How far can you communicate with your steed?
A mile, isn't it? I think that's the one I was thinking of.
Bella, yeah, I think it's just a minute.
Oh, man, my rolls are terrible today.
Oh, that was impressive.
I've lost the. I've used the scroll.
I'll look
Well, I'd say Cyanna, you got guidance, but I don't think it's gonna help you.
Wrong, there we go. Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Oh, not good for me.
We're super stealthy today.
I still
can-
rolled hard.
I can talk to Bella from a mile away.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got for stealths here?
She could go instead of me.
Oh, wow, you
To
guys-
stay with the horses.
5-minute walk wouldn't be a mile, so
You thinking we should leave the horses on their own?
You can tie them up somewhere. There was one person staying back, or I can't remember if we said that or not.
Thought someone was going to stay back.
It's 5 minutes away.
I don't like splitting up, but if one person was going to stay back, it should probably be me.
No, I'll just come with you, because I can speak with animals as well, so.
Jedi, is there anything around us to tie up our horses to, or can we tie them up
Yeah.
to the wagon?
Oh yeah, there are there are like trees and whatnot in this area. I know it looks like wide open plains here, but it's really not. There's
Alright,
even like
let's just tie
small
everything-
little cliffs and things here like that. Hills.
We'll tie
and-
everything up and
Okay.
then we'll all go.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Not staying with the horses.
So who's all going?
Everyone, I think.
I think we're all going, right?
All right,
Brent,
we're
are you
assuming
coming?
everybody's going. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys start heading, and it's kind of more, this is more kind of like a meadow. And at the far end of it, this is where you kind of see what this, it looks like a horse at the far end. And it's just kind of, it's definitely like kind of standing there, but it's moving. It's kind of like, it's almost as if it's pacing back and forth, like eyeing you up. It's kind of hard to see as it's kind of in the distance, and the overcast and it getting dark is making it extremely difficult to kind of tell what it is exactly. So you all start to approach this thing, and then as you guys start getting closer, this thing literally just kind of starts coming out into the meadow to almost like greet you or attack you. You're not really sure.
And do we see like anything behind, like where it was near those trees?
You don't see anything else in the trees, but you guys can all give me another perception. And like I say, unless you say something to me, Strike, I always assume that your owl is 100 feet, like up ahead and in the air, so that it can keep constant contact with you.
Yep. Switch places, Strike.
Holy rain. Okay, what are the new rolls?
Sea of the universe.
Those are, okay, sorry, these are all new rolls. Holy shit, you guys, wow. Cyanna, Theron, and Rain. You've actually seen this thing before, so as you guys start to get closer, you realize exactly what this is, and it is not a horse. It is, in fact, a centaur.
Oh.
So this thing is approaching you, and he's got this big, giant spear, and he's very large for a centaur, from what you guys can tell. At first, you're almost thinking maybe a draft horse, but this is in fact a giant centaur. Not like a giant, but he's very large for his size, put it that way. And he's just walking towards you. And then all of a sudden you can tell it looks like it lights a torch as it's getting dark and it's having a hard time seeing. So it's holding a torch in one hand and it's holding a spear in the other hand.
I will light a torch as well.
Okay. So it continues to approach you, and you guys just allow it?
Yeah, I'll go like
if we can.
15
Once it gets
feet
in the
up.
range where it can hear us, I assume we're going to try to greet it.
As I say, I'll move up like 15 feet towards it and wait. And like I'll have my quarterstaff, but I'll just be like walking with it like a walking stick, like not in a menacing or threatening way.
Okay. All right.
And I'll wait for it to get clear. Once it's in like within like 30, 40 feet, then I'll greet it.
All right. So it continues to approach you, and the way it approaches, it also gets close and kind of like raises his spear up, and then kind of like slowly puts it down. He does not point it at you. It's more of like a kind of like a friendly greeting, and he does come up to you, and he kind of looks at your party. What are a bunch of elves out here doing?
Well, we're adventurers. Our ultimate goal is to deal with the dragon in the area, but currently we're searching for a dragon barrow. Apparently our information has been incorrect, and where it was marked on our map is not accurate. Would you happen to be able to help us find the way?
And he
Or at
kind
least
of
tell us the direction?
looks over the party, and then he kind of like, he does like the one pass and then goes by and then looks right at Rain. A druid. It's always nice to meet a druid. And then he kind of like, when he looks at like Cyanna, and even, you know, the rest of you really, he doesn't really give you guys, Theron not as bad, but he just doesn't really like looking at you, especially Cyanna. Cyanna, just with you're pretty sure it's just your armor in general. He doesn't really want to even talk with you. But he just kind of seems to just address Rain. He says, "Yes, I know of the barrow. Looking for it, are you? Interesting. Do you even know the story of the barrow?
They no, and if you do, we would be delighted for you to tell us. All we've heard is that there may be something there that can help us in our quest.
And he kind of just like, as soon as you like, you kind of like acknowledge that you want to hear this story, he kind of enjoys that fact, and just, oh well, a long time ago, many years ago, Lady Tanamir Alagondar was a royal scion of Neverwinter. This was more than about 100 years ago. She and 2 parties of adventurers killed Azdraka, a green dragon that terrorized the High Road. Unfortunately, Lady Alagondar died in battle and was buried with her compatriots and Azdraka beneath the barrow. You are in the wrong area. I was watching you since you got here. I wasn't sure what you were looking for. But I will guide you. Will you follow me?
Insight, just to see if he's being honest and he's not going to lead us in a trap.
100%. Go ahead.
I'll just give him a bow and say thank you for your aid. We'd be honoured if you would lead us there.
And I'll ask Rain this, ask him if he could possibly wait for us to get our horses and our gear, or if it's close enough that we can just leave them where they're at.
Yeah, I'll ask him to come back with us to our camp, and we can pack up.
Strike, you don't know if you can trust him or not, to be honest. You're 50-50.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
Warily.
You're wearing a little bit more on the edge of maybe trusting him, but you're not really sure. All right, so yeah.
Can I also ask his name and introduce everyone?
Yes, my name is Xanth.
I thank you, Xanth, for your story and your aid.
Of course. He's like, follow me now. And he does go, and you guys can go get your horses, because he does say that you guys gotta all follow him, because you're in the wrong area for sure. So he leads you on just over a couple miles, and you kind of see like it was definitely kind of like shrouded with trees and whatnot, but you guys do see out ahead, and it's dark now too. There seems to be like, it's a clearing and then like a big mound. And there's kind of like, you can kind of tell it looks like there's some rocks on the top of this mound. Very hard to see in the dark. And there's really no moonlight here at all because it's all overcast. So you have a really hard time seeing it. As you guys are kind of heading there, Xanth talks with you and says, you must be very careful. At night I've been watching this barrow, and there seems to be some type of magic that happens around this area. Every now and again, lights come out of that barrow and then disappear without any notice of anything. I recommend you be very careful heading into this place.
Dear.
I'll ask him what color the lights are.
Mostly a tinge of yellow, a little bit of blue. It kind of varies slightly, but nothing other than yellow and blue, to be honest.
Some kind of a fey spirit? Do you know of anyone who's ever attempted to go into the barrow?
No. To be honest, I'm not from here. I was pushed away from my lands.
Put on a sympathetic face and invite him to tell us about it.
Well, off on the eastern edge of the Neverwinter Wood is where I resided with my family. But they were all killed by these damn orcs.
That's terrible.
Are they the same orcs that are aligned with the wizards we're hearing about?
I'm not sure, but there was most definitely a spellcaster among them. Very powerful. I seen him shoot lightning straight out of his hands.
Dear God.
Good thing we got rubber shoes.
Does he notice the lightning in my eyes?
Yes,
I-
he does. So as he's talking, he kind of notices at that moment. He's like, "What's wrong with your eyes, sir? You're not one of them, are you?"
I have a similar ability. We were at an altar to the god of storms, and I was struck by lightning from the altar. It almost killed me, but it also gave me the ability to cast a similar spell, it sounds like. But I know that my abilities are limited.
So he rolled an insight and failed hard, and he no longer trusts you. And you can tell he moves away from you. "You just keep that magic away from me." And he kind of gets closer to you, Rain. He's like,
It's like
"Please,
this-
I don't mean any harm to any of you. I'm just looking for a new place to live."
Well, if we're successful, then your old place to live will be safe again.
"I'll never return there. Not after what happened and what I've seen."
As you wish. We'll clear it out nevertheless.
Make sure your family is avenged. You don't have to worry about Saren, he's awfully peaceful.
Well, I mean, see there how you swing that quarterstaff the other day?
Diana.
Sorry.
Shut up.
I will defend my friends, but I will not provoke an attack.
Strike rolls his eyes.
Somebody's provoking.
So, Xanth just kind of looks at you. "I think I'm going to go to Neverwinter. I believe
Really?
that's where I will reside from now on."
Okay.
Strike, do you want to have him pass any messages off for you? Anybody you know, or
No.
all right?
So he just kind of looks at you. "Good luck to
It's
you."
pretty good. Something tells me he's not with the people I would normally converse with.
To you, Zant.
You can tell he's whatever happened in those woods has changed him, as he lost his family, and I'm sure all of you can understand how hard that would be to see them killed in front of you. And he's almost, you can kind of tell, Rain, especially you, that he's almost kind of lost his affinity of nature and the woods because of this.
Well, I'll say I hope you do well in the city. Do the sympathetic face again.
And he looks
Thank
at
you
you.
for your help.
He looks at you and gives you a, like, almost like a bit of a bow with his one front leg kind of kicking out a bit, and then continues on his way. So, did you guys want to explore this barrow now, or did you guys want to just watch it for the night and camp away?
I mean, we can probably back up a little bit from it, and then set up camp for the night and try to go in the morning.
I think we should watch on the barrow to see what he was talking about.
I mean, we could definitely hold. I mean, we're this close to it. We're definitely gonna have to take shifts of watching. So
You don't
I'm
have
sure
to be
one
right
of us
on.
will see something.
I don't know. I was thinking we would do like a Leroy Jenkins and just run.
How long have we been moving? Or how long? Yeah, how long have we been moving? I guess this day.
You guys are done. You guys have moved your maximum. You are
Alright.
definitely, if you continue to move, you're going to be at exhaustion, put it that way.
Yeah, I say we either just back up a little bit ways away, that way we're not right on top of it, and set up camp.
So, I mean, to be fair, you're all not 100% sure that you can trust this guy. But there is most definitely what looks like a mound. It's very hard to make out exactly what it is, with it being night and raining and whatnot. But you guys do manage to set up camp, and as you guys kind of take shifts staying up, some of you do notice there are definitely lights that kind of seem to emerge from like the top of this hill, and then they kind of just stay bright for up to about 15 to 20 minutes, and then they just disappear.
Does it look like any lights from any kind of a spell that any of us can cast?
So
Or a torch.
you can all give me a nature.
It rained.
Only I don't know.
Damn.
Wow.
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 Today.
The city boy just beat you all.
Heck with you.
Good enough, though. None of you know what these lights are. You're not really sure if it's, magic, if it's a creature. You're not sure what it is.
Hush gas.
Gas, yeah, God only knows.
Yes.
All right.
During Theron's watch, he's gonna creep closer to see if he can see what this is.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sitting here debating, like, what would he do? It's like he's getting like more and more like bold, and he would investigate it.
Okay.
Who's on watch with you?
I would creep closer from the camp. Like, how far are we from the actual mound?
I'd say you're probably 200 feet.
And who's on watch with them, and would they notice? That's the other question.
I think we never said we were doing tandems. I think we were just doing single.
Oh.
Well, we each only sleep for 4 hours, and we're awake for the other 4, so it's not like only one person's awake at a time.
True.
Even if we overlap, like, space it out, like, we're still, like, at least 2 people up at any given time.
We don't have a fire going, so even if we did a perception roll, it'd be at disadvantage.
Can
To even
keep-
see him move.
Got the light cantrip now. I can keep spamming that on something. Unless you prefer to sleep in the dark, of course.
So what's the plan?
So I don't know if you guys want a lottery to see who happens to be up with me.
Yeah, I think whoever's going to be up is going to see if they notice him sneaking away.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not thinking, just to be clear. Like, not awake.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think we need to know, Jedi, who's awake at the time that he's walking to the barrow, and if we notice, because I'm sure some of us will say something.
Well,
I would have
just tell
taken
me.
first watch.
Yeah, let's just do the watches first. So you guys tell me who's up and who's not. So who takes the first watch?
I'll take that.
Okay. And who's gonna take like middle of the night? Yeah, I assume you guys are gonna take 8 hours here for a long
Yeah,
rest.
I'll take middle.
I'll take Nick.
And who wants the end?
The end.
And where would you be, Theron? At the beginning
It
or
would
the
be-
end?
It would be first watch. I always take first half.
Okay. And I'm like, the owl still needs to rest, so I assume that he does it opposite of you, Strike.
Yep. He'll
Well,
probably take the last
actually,
watch, or the last rest.
he's still gonna need his 8 hours of rest, or he suffers exhaustion as well.
Okay. All right.
So he actually needs to take full 8 hours because he's not an elf.
All right.
So he's actually just sleeping. We're gonna have to figure something out for that, actually. Where you guys are gonna have to stay a little bit longer, or just let him sleep the whole time without keeping watch.
Yeah, that's fine.
Does he get his rest
just
if
kind
he's in the pocket dimension?
Ooh.
Yeah, Or sleep on Strike's shoulder or something. I mean,
I don't think he does. He still has to rest. I know that because he doesn't have a trait or anything that says, like, you know, doesn't require sleep, food, or anything like that. Like, he's still considered a regular beast, right? So,
yeah, I guess. Well, Fae or whatever. Fae Celestial or something?
but there's lots of fey creatures out there that still need rest.
Oh, I got you. All right.
You know?
Okay.
That's the thing about D&D and the monster, like, in their stat blocks. It'll literally say, does not require sleep, food, water. Then they don't require those things.
I got you. Whatever you decide.
Yeah, so he's still going to need to rest, is basically what I'm saying. So
Yep.
you just got to decide if he's going to sleep while you're sleeping throughout the whole night.
Yeah, he'll sleep through the night because we have everybody else watching, so I want to save him for scouting during the day.
Okay, sounds good. All right,
So, I see the lights in the first 2 hours or the second 2 hours of my shift, because that'll depend on how many people are awake with me.
I think it's just Theron and Varys are in first watch.
All right. And then I'm rolling at disadvantage because it's dark, right?
But second watch would overlap with our last 2 hours. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. So you're gonna wait till everyone wakes up till you go? Is that what you're saying?
No, I was just asking, do I see it in my first 2 hours or my second 2 hours? Because that'll depend how many...
You've all noticed them at night, so it happens throughout the night many times.
Okay,
Like, all
so
of
then,
you
yeah.
notice it, like I said, so it's more of what are you doing?
So I'll get up and I'll have my quarterstaff in hand, and I'll start heading towards the barrow at a slow pace, and I'll probably go about 100 feet and see if I can see anything different from the camp. It's about halfway between.
So you're 100 feet away from the camp. Is it just Varys at the time that just Varys and you were up, or what?
If it's like constantly coming and going, then I assume it happens a lot during the first 2 hours, and I would get up and try to investigate it just to get a better idea of what it is. Since my
it's
2 jacket
coming
gives me no idea.
Since he didn't roll stealth, I noticed him anyway, right?
Yeah, I'm not stealthing at
Wow,
this point since I'm still pretty far away.
Did you give? Is that a new? Which is your perception?
It's the first one. I accidentally double clicked it.
Oh, I see. Okay, remember, don't roll, guys, until I tell you to roll. You guys get ahead of me sometimes, and I don't know what the hell's going on. So I am gonna make you roll again.
Yep, no problem.
Okay, so yeah, you do see Theron walking away.
I will just kind of... how far away is he right now from me, I guess?
So he's, I would say, like, when you start to notice him walking away, he's about 30 feet away from you.
Alright, I'll get up and start to follow him and try to, like, semi-whisper yell to him. What are you doing?
I want to get a closer look and see what this thing is. I have no idea what it is.
I mean, don't you think we should wait? Something happens to you, we'd probably need the whole party.
Well, if we wait, we won't be able to see it since it doesn't happen during the day.
Oh, you're gonna get us killed.
I just want a closer look. I'm not going to go into the barrow.
Then at least try to be quiet. And I'll follow you as well.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll stealth up. And like I said, I'll stop at 100 feet and see if I see anything different about it or any more detail from 100 feet. And if I don't, if I can't tell anything different, then I'll move up to about 50 feet.
Okay. So I'm just gonna throw you guys on a map that you guys now. Keep in mind, it's still dark. It's quite hard to see.
We're gonna die.
Actually, what I should do here.
I don't plan on engaging anything. I just want to see if I can figure out what
Those
this...
are your plans, not the shiny lights plans.
I'm trying to figure out. They changed all these.
It's okay, I can run faster than you, Varys, so I'm not at risk.
Okay, so we have this and all right. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys basically you notice as you're getting close, like a 30-foot high hill kind of rises ahead of you. Its top is too flat to be natural for sure, and jutting from the grassy hilltop is a row of what looks like 10-foot tall, like bone white rocks that kind of arc toward the stormy sky, kind of like outstretched talons. They look fairly sharp.
I'll whisper to Theron, seeking for treasure, we sure forgot to buy some shovels.
And you said you get to, but you start to move 50 feet closer, Theron, because right now, like it starts here, so 50 feet would be about here. Which is, yeah. So you can move your guy there. You already told me you're moving there. And then, so that would make you 150 feet away from the group.
Yeah, I want to see if I can see the lights any more clearly from here. See if there's anything that I can see that's specifically producing it. Any kind of like figure or creature that's causing it.
So, as you start to get start getting closer, you do see the lights, and then they just kind of disappear. And as you get closer, you don't see them anymore. They're gone.
I'll try and wait here without moving for like up to 15 minutes, just to see if they come back while I'm this close.
Okay. And you're gonna wait with him, Varys?
Yeah. I'll sit back here. Not moving.
And like every little bit, I'll glance to like the sides, just so I'm not like completely unaware of my surroundings. But want to see if these lights come back at all.
Okay. All right. So roll it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're gonna kill us.
Wait,
We're all asleep, right?
are we involved? Is that assuming?
Everybody roll. Holy fuck!
Can I get taken to the... Oh wait, never mind.
Everybody's rolling their initiative here.
Yeah, no, I just didn't see my token for a second.
And you guys don't even have anyone to wake you up right now. This might be bad.
I figured.
You figure now. You could have figured
No,
before.
I figured before. I tried to tell him to wait.
Is everyone on there? Who are we missing? I feel like we're Rain. Okay, no, Rain's on there. Theron. Okay, everyone's on there. Okay. So, Theron, you're kind of just like kind of lit in there, kind of trying to look where these lights are, and then all of a sudden, two very bright lights appear right in front of you. Now, both of you can roll me a nature again, but this time with advantage.
Not great, but not bad.
Not bad. All right, so Varys, you are pretty sure these are called will-o-wisps, and you know they can go invisible. And that's
Okay.
about it. Theron, you're pretty sure this is a will-o-wisp. Anyways, they definitely surprise you, and they both they kind of like get really close to you, and it almost like it's if it's like touching you with like this electrocutive like arm as it comes out, and it just tries to shock you. And let's see what happens. All right, so the first two go in for an attack. The first one is going to hit you with a critical. And the second one misses you, though. And it's going to do 9 lightning damage to you, Theron. All right, so after that, they both kind of move a little bit, and it looks like they're starting to get a little closer to you now, Varys.
Wait,
Wait,
awesome.
that's the wrong one. Oh, yeah, actually, no. They're both starting to get like that. And they kind of, like, get in between you guys. Now, this one definitely continues to attack Theron. So it goes in for another shock. What's your AC?
I think 17.
Okay, he is going to hit you, and this time does 11 lightning damage. And you feel this go all the way through you. It does not feel good. All right, Varys, what are you doing?
Well, I am going to if I use my full movement back, am I gonna get anywhere near close enough to the campsite to be able to wake anybody up?
It's 150 feet away from the campsite, from where you were. Well, 140 feet, I'd say.
So
You can set an arrow on fire and shoot it.
Yeah, no, I actually I could do that, but I'd have to take an action to light it on fire. Fuck.
Let's see. Just run back, maybe.
No, I wouldn't even be able to know. I mean, I'm gonna have to run back, I think. Son of a bitch. Yeah. So I'm going to disengage and move my full movement back. So
30.
that's 35. So
35s. Okay, so that means
15, 20, 25, 35 would be here.
Yeah, so you're 115 feet?
Yep.
No, 105.
Yeah. All right.
105 feet away from the camp.
I will yell anyway.
Yep.
And I don't know if they're going to hear me or not, but...
Okay, so yeah, you're most definitely going to yell. And all of you are going to roll perception that can hear him, which is all of you, including the owl, but with disadvantage.
Everybody disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. Perception.
Owl rolls regular.
It's the 10.
Okay, Owl hears, Cyanna hears, and that's it. Alright, is that everything, Varys?
That's all I can do, so let me click end here. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Alright, Strike, you did not hear. Your owl's on here, right? Yeah, okay. Wait, what'd you roll? Yeah, no, you didn't hear. Just not enough.
Yep.
Alright, Cyanna, you heard it, so you heard something.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess I gotta get up. Would I have known, like, which way I heard it from?
No, you have no idea. You can give me a perception, though, as you're kind of waking up.
Would that be an action, or?
No, just, what the fuck was that kind of thing.
Okay, so, alright.
Okay, yeah, as you kind of get up, you kind of hear it, and you're pretty sure it's coming off to the, like, the east. And
Okay.
when you look out there, you see 2 bright lights, and they're kind of surrounding something. You're not really sure what that is, though.
I'm gonna yell to, like, both of the people slipping. Hey, looks like we got trouble. And then I'm gonna start sprinting. Wait, I wouldn't know that Theron and thing are there. So
Yes, you can see Theron's not here, though.
With his perception, would he see that we're both not there?
He's still well, you're not really sure, to be honest, at this point.
Sure.
You know where something's going on, so I'm giving you that. That's kind of where that's all you're looking at right now. You're getting up and you're like, what was that? And you're looking over in that direction. You're not really scanning the camp. That's going to take a search action if you want to do that.
No, I think because I don't know. I think he might just start moving in that direction anyway, just to get a closer look. So I move my 30 feet towards those two bright lights.
30 feet crawling?
35, sorry. 35. No, I stood up.
Okay, so then that would be 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Right. I see what you mean.
Right.
Yep, 15 feet that way.
So you're 15 feet. So it's 100 feet to the map, put it that way.
Okay.
And that kind of puts... So, Varys, I'm just going to put you here to make sense of that.
All right.
It's 100 feet to the map for the rest of the party. So you've moved 15, Sienna.
Yep, okay. And then... Yeah, that's me done.
All right. This will-o-wisp is most definitely going to try and shock you, Theron. And it horribly misses. All right, Theron.
Alright, these things appeared out of nowhere, so I don't know if there's any more. So I used a key to bonus action disengage. And I'm gonna use my dash action and dash 90 feet back towards the camp.
Okay.
Courageous Theron, leaving me behind.
How far is Varys?
Varys is definitely a lot closer than you. Just ran like 60 feet past him.
You just see me look at you like, what the hell, with my hands up. I'm literally just following you to be a good friend.
So I'll run 45.
Now I'm gonna die.
45 feet, like past him. I'll see him and turn around and like stop.
Is it a free action to pick up Varys and carry him?
Free action of I'm flipping you off, but you can't see me because it's dark.
All right, so yeah, you run past him, Theron. Oh, what just happened? Okay. Oh boy. There we go. All right. So as you guys run past him, you guys notice both the lights just go out, and everything goes dark again.
Okay, then I'll
I'm running back to the camp.
as I'm running past, I'll be like, "Get back to the camp fast, regroup."
I gotta go.
I'm walking back to the camp.
When I see him like stop and like start walking back, I'll stop and like make sure they don't like appear around him.
I don't know how to.
I'll say, oh, now you care?
Well, now we know what the light was.
We could have found that out another time. Maybe when we had the whole party here, and we wouldn't have gotten attacked.
I hear them arguing now.
Yes.
Yeah, nicely.
So it all happens really, really quickly. But basically, you guys are all starting to wake up to Sienna kind of yelling at you, and the owls hooting as well. To use lights, basically, is all you're getting from this thing, Strike, from your owl.
You're fine. They didn't even touch you.
It's okay, as I come into camp, I'll say, wait till you hear what this idiot did. He pulled a Theron again and tried to leave everyone behind to go investigate, air quotes.
I successfully investigated. Thank you very much.
Almost
I'm
getting
traveling with
killed.
a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, you look horrible. What
You
happened?
know, I could have just let you go by yourself, and they would have killed you by yourself. But I came with you as a friend And what do? You run.
You say
sprint
that like you
past
did something, but you didn't do anything.
You're lucky I came with you.
Strike's gonna ready an action in case something appears. He's gonna shoot his bow.
So
I'll just
anyways,
say
find out what the lights were. Looks like there's some will-o-wisps up there.
I'll just say
I
I
don't
think
know-
we should just all go
Why
back to
they're
sleep
there, but that's what it is.
and check it out in the morning.
Strike's gonna ask what a will-o-wisp is.
Lightning bugs, basically. Literally.
Huh, okay. Love getting shot.
I actually do have a picture for what you kind of... Oh, maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. There it is. This is kind of like the lights that you guys are seeing.
Okay.
Nice.
And kind of when the action is kind of settling down, you're starting to realize how bad the rain feels and the wind, and it's just makes you guys feel like shit. Especially you, Theron. You're really feeling like crap right now.
I'm gonna go back into my tent and just tell someone else can take watch.
Do you get hurt, Varys?
No, but probably could have ended up a lot worse than it did.
If you want rewards in life, you have to take risks. You have to be bold. You can't just hang back and not do anything.
From now on, I'll let you take those risks by yourself for a little bit.
Rain
I-
tuts as she
you didn't
bandages
do
up all of
anything.
her bits.
I was the one under attack, not you.
And I'll say I'd rather follow Strike going off than you from now on.
Let me know if you find any more statues holding gems.
At least it'll be a quick death.
Alright. So, the night passes, nothing else happens. Everyone's on edge, especially since you know that these things can go invisible. Makes it a little scarier, for sure. But you guys continue the night, and nothing happens. So you do all get your long rest. So Theron, you can put your health back up. Now, how do you guys want to handle heading towards this barrow? Do you guys want to leave your horses, bring them with you? What's the plan?
Strike's gonna let Theron go first.
Yeah, I'll say Theron should definitely go first since he really enjoys investigating.
Was there anything like maybe 70 to 100 feet from the barrel that we could tie our horses to?
Yeah, there are some trees, but this is more of a kind of a meadow with like a hilltop in the, like right in the middle of it almost.
Perhaps
Yeah.
this is a nice place.
Do
Sorry,
we
go
know
ahead.
if will-o-wisps are nocturnal?
Sorry?
Do we know if will-o-wisps are nocturnal?
I think we made the roll for nature, and none of you knew what it was already, so...
Well, Theron and thing made the roll that we did we?
Yeah, we didn't know anything else other than they were will-o-wisps.
Yeah, you guys, as soon as you seen them up close, basically, you knew what they were. But originally, when you guys seen the lights, no one could tell what they were, so I'm assuming you guys really don't know anything about them.
All right. Well, maybe we should leave the horses back here, farther away, and bring them close.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just double check that they're secure and they have grass, right? This is a meadow,
Oh, yeah,
so I
there's
assume
lots
there's
of,
grass
there's
for
lots
them
of
to.
grass here, for sure.
All right.
They are out in
And
the open.
And Rain can communicate telepathically with your horse, right?
And yes, I can't.
Okay.
Tell you what. Let's do. Let's leave. Let's leave Bella tied. Maybe she can. I don't know if anything comes by. Maybe she can use the ropes for the others.
So you're gonna make it so the ropes are easy to untie? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Horse teeth can chomp through that, right? Maybe. Maybe not.
No, but what I'm thinking is that if we kind of tied the ropes to kind of a peg stuck in the ground.
Okay, what peg?
Like a peg stuck in the ground, like a tent peg.
A tent peg? Okay.
Oh. No, I just don't like to think of them being eaten by a randomly occurring dragon, you know?
It's up to you guys. You guys tell me what you want to do. I would say you're intelligent enough to know that one of those tent pegs is probably not strong enough for a horse, but...
Yeah. No, that's fine. Let's leave them, but can we, we'll leave Bella untied with instructions to stay there unless some kind of danger happens, and if something dangerous happens, to actually come and get us.
Okay. And everyone's okay with tying their horses up and making sure?
Yep. We'll do that to the wagon.
Okay. And we're all good with that? Okay.
Yep.
So, you guys, it's still really stormy out, rainy, not a nice day, like, as that continues. And you guys do manage to make your way to what you believe is this barrow. So when you guys look at this, this hilltop is approximately 30 feet tall. It's kind of difficult to see the top of it from where you're standing, but it's definitely a hill. It's a kind of a weird-looking hill, too. It definitely does not look natural.
Strike to send his owl forward and see what he sees around the hill area.
Okay. So
See anything?
he doesn't report anything. He doesn't see anything unusual.
Is there a, we can't see if there's a way in, can we?
Not from where you are now.
What are these, like, bone things sticking up from the ground?
So those look like just like bone white rocks. You kind of look like talons, and you see about 10 of them. They're almost like in a row. They're a little hard to make out from where you are.
Is it, there you go.
You're good.
Can I do the, Tasha trick of, use of wild shape to cast Find Familiar?
If you want, yeah.
And make a ferret and, send it off exploring barrow, looking for any kind of a hole or an entrance.
My familiar's not good enough for you, huh?
Your familiar is good, it's just not made for going in holes, yeah?
No, I hear you. I understand.
Is it a burrowing owl? I mean, it might be a burrowing owl.
Does the owl see anything near the head of this barrow?
Make sure you're expending a wild shape, Rain.
I will, yes. Yeah.
And
This my...
can you control that?
Can, yes.
Okay. I'll let you just control it for now. But
Okay.
keep in mind, once it gets out 100 feet, that goes with you too, Strike. So, like, keep in mind 100 feet's, like, only to, like, here.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
you can't communicate with your animals where you are right now, put it that way.
I'll go forward a little way then.
And remember, you got to remember yours is straight up in the air too, Strike. So you got to make that calculation as well.
I'm gonna move up so that I'm just behind the people sending the familiars, and I'm gonna remind them to go stealthily just in case.
Good boy. We go stealthily. I'm very stealthy.
Oh, now I roll good for stealth.
Strike, you already moved quite a distance without stealthing, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I know.
How far are you? 85? Yeah, sure, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I didn't want to start doing trigonometry and calculations.
That's it. Get out the angle finder. We gotta figure out how far away this owl is. Everyone hold on. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So, Rain, are you... I assume you can still take control of it. It's fine familiar, right?
Yeah, it's running around.
I don't think there was anything... Because it says you cast the find familiar spell, right? It didn't say anything about it not working the same way.
No, that's right. It's fine familiar. It works. Sorry, you throw this up.
Optional class features. There it is.
Yeah. So yeah, it's simply that it's a fey. It disappears after. In my case, it would be.
Oh, 2 hours.
As yeah,
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
no
Nice.
material components.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So yeah, you're fine. You can control him as long as you stay within 100 feet of him.
Yep.
And I'll ask Strike, do they see anything on top of the mound?
Does he? Jedi?
Okay, you can give me a perception for the owl. And you can give me a perception for the weasel as well. Or the ferret, sorry. Nope, owl doesn't see anything. Okay, so as you're kind of like using, you can tell that these rocks are definitely not natural. And Strike, as you are using the owl, you're noticing that this entire thing looks like a dragon almost. Like literally the shape of a dragon, this mound, as you're kind of in the air. There's no way you'd know that unless you were actually kind of flying in the air. So you know for sure this is most definitely got to be what's called this dragon barrow. It kind of makes sense to you now. But you can roll me an intelligence, actually. Just Strike. You're smart enough to know, Strike, that there's no way that this is an actual dragon body. Unless it's like the most massive dragon that you've ever even heard of, ever. Because this thing's, well, shit. How long is it?
Jeez,
It's like almost 200 feet long, this thing. There's no way that this is a legit... a wingspan of like frickin' almost 300. There's no way that this is an actual dragon, so you're pretty sure that this was actually built.
All right.
The ferret, you're not noticing anything from where you've been, put it that way.
I think
Mainly looking for.
You know, I was putting a secret entrance. You know, it would be really cool and thematic. Putting it in the mouth of the dragon.
Well, that's why I had the owl flying towards the mouth. I figured maybe if there's a hole or something, it might be there.
But the only other hole is like, you know, on the other end.
Done.
I'm gonna tell Strike that I'm gonna
You lose connection with your owl at that point, Strike.
I got you.
I'm gonna start slowly heading up the mound right here to the south.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
up and try to see if I see anything on this side that we're on.
All right, so to the top of it, it's got to be about 30 feet. And yeah, for the weasel, it wasn't too bad. But when you guys look at this, and it's like wet, and it looks like it's going to be quite difficult to even climb up this, Theron. So you guys realize you're going to have to put a little bit of work to climb to the top of this thing.
Yeah, that's why I went to this part, because it had the lowest grade
Yeah.
compared to other parts.
You're still going to have to give me either an acrobatics or athletics to climb up this properly.
Can I
Please
toss
stand.
Can I toss the grappling hook up to
Yeah, sure.
one of these things
Give me a dex.
and use that to help?
Theron, you get up with no issues. It's wet and you slip a little bit here and there, but yeah, you get up fine. Strike, Strike, you get it around there. Wow. You just slip. You go to take your first step up there and you slip and fucking just fall on your face.
Christ.
Slip and slide.
And I'll leave a rope there if anybody else wants to use it, but once I see everybody's up, I'm going to pick up the grappling hook.
I'm gonna spend some time just walking around the mound, looking for anything looks like an opening, or maybe any rock formations or anything around it, to see if there's any way in.
Sure. You can start inspecting, Varys, as you're walking around.
Yep.
I'll start inspecting these stones. I'll inspect the ones towards the head and then towards the tail as I go.
Okay, you can give me a perception as well.
Can I see if I can push one of the stones if anything happens? They're wobbly or anything?
Which one?
The one right by me.
Yeah, it doesn't move at all. You also kind of put your weight on it too when you're kind of climbing the hill, and that one didn't move at all. Theron, as you are starting to kind of look at these stones, you do notice this one in particular looks a little different. You can kind of tell it looks like maybe there might be something underneath it.
Which one? I didn't see the ping.
I'm on the wrong one. The one you're right beside.
Alright, I'll try to get at whatever I detect underneath it, whether I gotta like shove the stone, knock it over, dig a little.
So it's kind of hard to tell, but like I said, it does seem like you're kind of like looking at the water, but it just seems like some of the water is like literally going under this stone. But you try to move this thing, and it is solid. Looks like it's going to be very difficult to move.
I'll say to
Diana, don't you have those gauntlets?
Now let's shove this thing out of the way. I think there's something underneath it.
There's a maniac glee on her face as she finally gets to use them.
And I'll help her since I have puny arms.
Okay, advantage Sienna on athletics.
Athletics. Oh, yeah, come on, surely.
It's not enough. It moves a little bit, and you can kind of see like some of the water kind of like starts to pool a little faster down there, but as you let off, it kind of closes it off again.
Well, it'll move.
You guys want to try again, and I'll help out?
Yeah, let's
Try and get
let's try.
And I will cast guidance.
There you go. So, still not enough, Sienna. You're still struggling. It seems like you got a little weaker that time.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, so
I scamper up the hill like I am.
there we go.
There you go. So Sienna's had enough of this shit, and just takes this thing and it like right out of the way. You guys are all a little fearful of the strength that she puts into this, and just pushes this rock, and it literally just falls over like here, almost 5 feet away. And as you look down below, you most definitely see a path that leads down. And you're also noticing a lot of rainwater is actually kind of funneling down into this hole, as this area is almost like this kind of like I'll just do a little square here, but this area right here actually kind of like it's like a funnel down into this hole, and you notice a lot of water starting to kind of go down into this hole. But you do see kind of like a little bit of a path. It all looks just like earth though, as stairs kind of lead down. You don't actually see any stone steps. The path is very, very small. It's probably about just over 2 feet wide, quite low. But yeah, you can definitely start making your way down there. It looks like it spirals down.
Should we send that new friend of yours down rain first, or?
Yeah, make sure there's nothing at the bottom for us.
Let's call Varys first. To be left behind.
Well, go ahead and send the weasel, and I'll grab him real quick. And I'll call Ferris. We found an opening. Come on up.
Alright, I will go up as athletics check. Or acrobatics. Jedi.
Whatever you choose, man. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so ferret's going down. Correct? Yes? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Staring at the word weasel. That wasn't helping me.
Yeah, I get confused sometimes too with that. How do I thought I fixed that actually. Guess I didn't. Interesting. Alright.
Send a ferret first, huh?
I gotta fix this.
Theron's not supposed to. He just didn't have a ferret last night to send to the mound.
Can you can't see anything right now, can you? There you go.
No.
Oh, I know why. Cause what's the dark vision on those things?
Ugh.
Ooh.
I don't think it has any.
Oh, really?
Bring your weasel back up.
Alright, I guess I'm going first.
We can tie a torch to him.
Yes, and bird.
The flame will definitely be ahead of his face.
But can I,
Can someone cast light up?
yeah, I
Yeah.
just said, can I just cast light on my weasel? Can I have a glowing weasel?
That would probably be a safer option.
Can you cast
Let me see what it
something
says.
sentient? I don't know.
No, let me see. I'm sure I've seen someone done that before, but they might just be messing around. Oh no, wait, I don't have light. Sorry. I did, but I
Cast it on the rope.
No, she doesn't
Yeah,
have
we
light
tied-
anymore. Who else has light?
I don't have it.
I have it.
I'm gonna light a torch, and how much water is going down this tunnel? Like, is there a pool of water like streaming all the way down, or?
I'm just reading light here. It looks like you can use it. It just says as long as it's no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It does say if you target an object. Maybe not. Technically, are animals wearing their fur?
I mean, we could tie a not lit torch to it, and then cast it on the torch.
Now you're getting really crazy.
You know, I could just like.
So did you say that you have the light cantrip, Sayana?
Like cantrip.
You do. Okay. What does it say? An object.
Yeah, it's one object that is no larger.
Okay. Well,
Alright,
can I just tie a little bit of string or something around its neck?
I gotta do a transmog here. Yeah, do you have any string?
I have string.
You've got everything.
Excellent.
What don't you have?
I have a lot of little stuff. I have some string.
He doesn't have 100 gold from that helm. That's what he doesn't have.
I will. That is right. I will cut off a little bit of string, hand it to Rain, and go, I want this back.
I braid it into a tiny weasel collar and ferret collar and put on the ferret. There we are.
Okay,
My
I
map
have
went
to-
all gray. Are we?
Have to bear with me here for a second, guys. I'm gonna put
Okay.
you on a different map here. I had changed this one for the. Where the hell is it? Okay, here. So let's go to this. Wait, what the fuck? What the? Where are you guys right now? Oh, I see. I actually already added it. I just screwed up. Sorry, DM issues. One sec, everybody.
No worries.
Where the hell is my dragon barrow? I can't even find you guys right now. You guys, it says you're here, but I don't see you.
My whole screen's gray.
Did everyone go gray?
Yeah, we see the gray overhead map, like a gray version of the dragon barrow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put you here. Let me know if you have issues seeing now.
See the
We're on
horses.
the
No.
mounds for your horses now.
Yeah.
Yep, I see with our horses. Yep.
Yep. 2 levels.
And we're short a ferret. There you go.
I was going to ride my mount through the hole.
Okay. There you go. Sorry, guys. I had to fix that. Okay, so what's the plan here? What do you guys... What's going on?
Ferret's
So
going
this-
in there.
Top
Tying
ferret.
some string to it. Yeah. I did like my idea of lighting a torch and just tying it to it, but safety first.
Ferret is very much smaller.
Alright, so who's going? You're just gonna let the ferret
Ferret.
go down there. Okay.
Ferret, yes.
Alright, I need to, actually, we're going. I'll put you here.
Once the ferret verifies there's nothing waiting at the bottom, then I'd head down.
Okay.
Yeah, we can follow and let the ferret go in front of us.
What's the... Okay, you're just tying that torch to him, so I'm just gonna put 20... Fucking ridiculous. Alright. Let's go like that, go like that. And that should be good. So you should be able to see now, Rain. Right side of the
Yes.
map.
Yes.
So you're finding it quite difficult to move. Just because the rain is actually pouring down in here, and it's definitely making the floors harder to walk on. Alright, so you move down, and you do notice one of those lights off to your left. And you can also kind of tell it seems like there might be some lights down here as well. But as you start to kind of come in, this light just kind of disappears, and it seems like it's kind of moving away.
So I'll relay this to the group, as the ferret tells me. He's going to run in the opposite direction. Assuming this is all within 100 feet of where I'm standing at the top of the hole.
Yes, it's not that far. It's like literally like 30 feet below, so...
Yeah. So the ferret's telling me that it's running towards, it thinks is the dragon's tail.
Alright.
At least I can tell that he's running. Can tell that he's running.
Okay, so... Alright,
Ferret says, "Is that an altar?"
just roll for the ferret.
Oh
Bless
no.
his tiny nuts. It's okay.
Ferret didn't do a stealth check.
Did not do a stealth check, and it had +5 on stealth as well.
And right when you're moving forward, first of all, well, yeah, no, you're good. Alright,
Oh, we do it.
Take the hide action.
this is gonna probably happen quickly, but we'll see what happens. What's... okay, so this thing literally just right in front of you as you walk forward, it just lights up, and you're like, oh shit. But let me roll for this thing. Alright, but it is surprise attacking you, so it is going to first try to shock you. And with a critical hit, I think it's going to hit you. And it's going to do much more than what the health of that ferret is. So the ferret just disappears.
What is so happening?
And were you controlling it, or were you just letting it do its own thing?
I've not had a familiar before. I'm not sure how they work. I think that I was letting it do its own. I wasn't doing the thing of seeing through its senses.
You don't control them. You just give them orders, and they follow them. They complete the orders.
So we have no idea what's going on down there then.
I've been telling what the ferret has been relaying to me telepathically.
Well, that
Oh, I'll
happens so quick that you just all of a sudden don't hear anything from it, and you feel the like that bond with it just disappears. So you're not even sure what's happening.
Okay, so I'll tell everyone that I think the ferret is gone. But he did see one of the lights which disappeared around a corner.
All right, Theron, you're up.
All right,
Careful.
everybody. In case you can't tell, these things can appear and disappear. So be
I
ready.
will light a torch and hand it to Theron.
I can't hold the torch
Why can't you hold the torch?
because I'm gripping my quarterstaff with 2 hands.
So you guys know your elves, right?
Yep.
Okay. So are we casting light on things, and what's going on?
I was thinking maybe casting light on Theron's quarterstaff.
I'll throw the torch
you.
aside.
That's a good point, actually.
I wouldn't want one on anything of mine, like giving away that I'm there.
That string
okay.
would still be lit, unless you're casting light on something else.
Well, I know it's dead, right? So I might just. I'll leave it there, I guess.
I will keep holding my torch instead of throwing it down.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a torch in here.
Do we want light?
Sorry.
Do we want a light on one of us or no?
Is there a way I could attach the torch to the? Nah, it's too big. Never mind. No, I'll just...
That's true. The light cantrip on the weasel has expired along with the weasel, so we could.
No, I haven't because
it lasts an hour.
Yeah,
Well-
but the ferret is.
But you
No, but I cast on the string, didn't I?
casted it on the string, yeah.
Yeah, true.
But, like, for any
It's
For investigating
somewhere in
rooms.
there.
So it doesn't matter. You guys just know that the weasel's gone. That's it. We're gonna move past that. I need to know if you're, because Cyan, I've seen you cast light, so I'm wondering what that was on.
I accidentally clicked it. I didn't mean to cast that.
Okay. So who's going down?
I'm going down
Theron.
first.
All right, Theron first. So Theron, as you're walking down these steps, you can also you smell like this, it's like this reek damp earth. It's very stale, and it's just like deathly air as you're walking down in here. You can also tell that the ceilings look as if they're about 8 feet tall as you're kind of coming down, and everything's kind of like this packed earth that forms this area. Doesn't appear to be any sort of any kind logs or anything that kind of support this barrow. It looks kind of unsafe, and you can roll me an intelligence. In fact, all of you can roll me an intelligence.
I know what I do.
Strike, you're quite alarmed with how much water is kind of starting to rush down here, and you think that if you spend too much time down here, it might be quite difficult to get out if the whole thing doesn't even cave in before you can get it in and out in time.
We got to make this quick. Water's coming in fast.
Is anybody wearing a cloak or anything?
Yep.
Cape. Do you want to throw that over the hole so that there's less water coming in when we go in?
I feel like they won't do that much, will it?
Yeah, I don't think it'll do much.
Put a tent over the opening.
I'll just spend time trying to rig something up, and by that time, plenty of water will be coming in anyway. And I don't think it'll hold. It's it's cloth. It'll just. So Strike's going to start moving forward.
All right.
Perhaps we shouldn't go down at all. This sounds like a pretty unsafe.
We came here for treasure. Let's get some.
All right, Theron. So Theron makes. Who's going after Theron? Try to move slow here, guys.
I'll go.
Yeah, it's fine. I only went one square.
Yeah. I can only put one of you at a time. So who's after Strike? Hold on. Who's after Strike?
I'm not for sure.
Hold Hello?
I guess I'll go out straight then.
And who's after Sienna?
I'll go after.
Okay. What about your owl? What are you doing with the owl, Strike?
He'll be on my shoulder.
He should have 3 health. Yeah, I just put him on you. And then, Varys, there's not enough room for you yet. However, so Theron, Strike, and Cyan, as you're walking in, you actually all kind of notice a little bit of light here, and you also notice some light here. And Strike, you definitely notice some light kind of just up over in this area. You guys kind of see light all over the place, to be honest.
There's a lot of those things in here. Get ready. Sure, we'll be ready for the attack again. Which way do we want to go first?
Hang on. Before we do anything. Oh, it's concentration. Damn it.
Jedi, is there any way, like if looking around up top, is there any way I can actually slow down the water intake to this hole?
Not unless you go and start making some kind of thing with wood or something. You have no idea. The hole itself is like 3 by 3 feet, and it's starting to rain quite hard at this point. You realize there's really not much you can do. You could try putting the rock back on.
I don't think I'm strong enough to do that, and then I'm trapping everyone else down there. So
We've got to get out.
Sure would make a funny story, though. Varys kills everyone.
And we kept all of our... We didn't move anything closer, did we? How much time would it take me to run back to our...
Well, you're about 200 feet, I'd say, at this point. To run back to the camp and do whatever you got to do and then come back. Keep in mind, it's hard to get up the hill as well.
I cast mending.
Yeah.
It's mending on the hole because there was a time when it wasn't a hole.
Yeah,
if I went back,
nice try.
if I went back to the camp, I would bring a horse back.
You can give me an intelligence.
And the horse over the hole. You can pitch a tent over it.
And I'm not smart.
Yeah, you think it's possible?
I'm gonna fucking do it.
We have like a...
Strike's gonna say, I don't think we have time for this.
You're already in the hole,
You're
man.
in the hole, man.
I
He's
can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep the water from coming in so you guys have more time, so...
When I was at the bottom, I called back up, saying, like, you could always put a tent over it.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna go grab, because I did not... shit. Yeah. Well, I'll do that. I'll run back to the... however long you think it's gonna take me to go back there, grab the tent, get on a horse and come back, just let me know. And I'll do whatever rolls I need to roll.
Okay, so it's 200 feet.
Yeah.
How far can you move in 200 feet? Or,
If I dash,
so that would be
I can
70.
move 70.
So plus you got to get down the hill. So give me a roll for going down the hill first with acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay, you managed to get that down no problem. Alright, and then you get back there, so that's like literally, it's gonna take you like 2 minutes, I'd say.
Okay. And if there's already, we didn't say we were deconstructing any tents, so I'm assuming that I have to deconstruct a fucking tent. Or is there like a door flap to one of our tents?
It's just going to cave in. You probably, but I would have assumed we would have taken the tents down, would we, before we?
I would have assumed that as well. So I'm going to say that you have full-on tents like packed up and ready to go.
I'm going to grab the tent out of our container and then put it on the horse with me.
Okay.
And ride back.
All right. So you're going to ride back to here with the horse?
I'll ride. If the horse has an easier time getting up, but I doubt it does, so I'm going to ride the horse to here. And then if it's easier for me to get up this with the horse, I don't think it would be. I don't know. Strike already said he took this off, I think, the rope. So I'm just gonna try to get up it with the tent.
Okay. With that, you hear a loud thing of thunder and a loud snap of lightning.
Oh, I don't know about this, guys.
The horse takes off.
That's fine.
And you do manage to bring this tent up here, though.
All right. I was seeing the horse run off. I'm paying attention to which way it's going.
Okay. It looks like it's heading north.
Okay.
Kind of away from this hill.
Okay. And then I'll try my best to put the tent down over this hole, and I'll just stay up here and keep it. If it pools up water-wise, I'll get the water out of it.
Okay. So this tent's, kind of like a 10 by 10.
Yep.
So you're setting it up, and I don't know if you remember the box I drew.
Well, I wasn't actually setting the tent up. I was placing the canvas over it.
Sure.
Because I know it's only a 3x3, so I'm only, even if it's folded up, I'm just trying to make it so that there's no water actively getting into it.
But just so I know your character didn't remember, but so you remember, because you're going to notice as soon as you get everything set up, that this was like a funnel, this area.
Yep.
So it's all funneling in there, and you're trying to cover it up as best you can. You can give me I guess a dex to try and set it all up. And actually, give me intelligence. That'd make more sense.
I'm gonna turn to Cyan and be like, "Hey, while he's taking care of that, we should get going."
We're gonna get to you guys. We're gonna delay him till he gets down there to do what you guys
Okay,
do.
that's fine.
So, Varys, yeah, you set it up as best you can, but you're realizing that your efforts do very little. Unfortunately, this is like a natural funnel there, and literally everything's just like it doesn't matter what you do. The water is like seeping down into it. You can tell like the earth is even starting to move as the water's like literally like digging into this earth, and it's making the hole almost a little bit bigger.
All right. Shit. I'm just gonna. I mean, not that they're gonna hear me anyway, but I'll yell down the hole that you guys probably don't have that much time. The water's gonna come in fast, regardless. Everything's going towards this hole, and I'm gonna stay up here for now.
Yeah, you realize probably the best way to handle that is maybe make like a barrier around this like natural type of like funnel, but there's really not much you can do.
And can I roll to try to do something to slow the water at all?
I mean, man, it's raining hard right now, and it's like there's a natural funnel there that's like, a 15-foot cube. There's really not much you can do. You're kind of realize that at this point. If I set
the tent up, not set it up, but like the tarp, as it collects water, obviously knowing my strength, where is the ridge line of where it funnels? Like right here? Like would that be the top of where it funnels?
So like, yeah, right around there. Yep. Would pretty much kind of like, you're on like a plateau right now, put it that way.
Yeah.
You're on the top plateau.
So would I be able to, knowing my own strength, look at this as it's filling up and grab, because I'm not spreading it all out, like I'm not going to spread it all 10 by 10 out, and kind of like carry the water with the tent, and then just pitch it over the edge and place it back down? Would that give them any more time at all?
I guess you can explain to me how you're going to do that.
I mean, I would. The tent itself is like a tarp, so I would lay it out as best I can flatwise. Water's going to collect it in anyway, but not the whole 10 by 10, or so any pooled water in that, as long as I can grab it and collect it, knowing my own strength when it would fill, and carry it over to the ridge and dump, and then go back and place it over again. Would
Okay.
that slow anything at all?
Yeah, it'll slow it down a bit for sure.
I guess I would do that then, to try to give them as much time as possible down there.
Okay. All right, so you are doing that for the foreseeable future then.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay. So you guys can, like, Rain, I would just assume that you're kind of still just getting in. You see, Varys, did you tell them you were going to try and do that? I can't even remember.
Nope.
Okay, so Rain, you just noticed Varys running away. You're not really sure why.
This is run away.
We don't have time.
Theron.
Just go take care. No time.
We don't have time to deal with that. We gotta get in there now, quick.
It's okay, I'll just ask Bella. So I'll ask Bella to tell me if she saw Varys.
So you're going to wait for him to get there, basically? It'll take like a minute.
No, I'll ask her to tell me if and when she sees him.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys can start moving and figure out what you're doing.
I'm just tell them we should go this way first. I think there's something right around the corner here. And I'm gonna have my quarterstaff
Which
out.
way?
No!
Oh,
A nat 1 and he gets 10.
So shitty. It's awesome.
It's hilarious. So Theron, as you go around the corner, you see one of these things. You've seen one before, and it just immediately moves out of the way, and it just seems to disappear.
I'll turn. There's one right down here. Be ready.
All right. Theron. Nope. Go back.
Okay.
All right, Theron. So, as you're kind of like walking, all of a sudden the ground underneath you just separates. And you can tell that you have walked into some sort of trap. Unfortunately, it is too late. And you do fall into this pit. So this pit's about 5 foot wide. It kind of just goes to each other side of the wall here. And they're about 10 feet deep or so. And
I'll just use my reaction to slow fall.
okay. So you start to slow fall, and as you're like slow falling, you realize the whole bottom of this thing is full of swords and little knives, and there's not one place you can fall that you're not at least going to step onto at least one of these things.
Can I make like a dex save to like try and like avoid as much damage as possible?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Since I'm falling slowly. Ooh, not too good.
Not good enough, we'll put it that way. You're going to fall and you're going to land on these swords, and it's almost kind of worse as you slowly slide into them.
oh my god.
So you are going to hit...
Like falling prone and like going through like every part of my body.
You're like, no, because you walked right in the middle of it. You're like, no, and you couldn't even grab the sides or anything. You're just, no! And you're like, what's going on? And everyone's like, dude, calm down. Anyways, you hit only one sword, and it does 2 damage as you slice into this thing. But
Very cool.
that's not all that happens, of course. So let's everybody roll your shit.
I have some quick questions though before we begin. What is vertical jump? Like, how much vertical jump does a person have?
Vertical jump is if you have a running start, like 10 feet, I believe. It's 3... No, it's your strength, like, modifier +3?
Minimum of 1, I assume.
And what, sorry?
So my vertical jump would be 2, basically, because I have a -1.
I'm just verifying that because it's a very good question. So yeah, high jump is so your strength modifier +3 if you move at least 10 feet immediately before the jump. When you make a standing jump, it's half that distance.
So
How deep did you say
still
the
one.
pit is?
Sorry?
Deep did you say the pit is? 10 feet?
10 feet deep, so he can't just jump out of there, that's for sure.
I was trying to see what it was because, like, I can get double jump if I use my key, but 2 feet isn't going to do it.
Oh, I see, yeah. Gotcha. Did everyone roll their initiatives?
Yeah. And
I'm in
can
there.
Theron choose to fail attack on this?
Choose to
Not
fail.
a save.
Sorry?
She wants to
Thorn whip.
Oh, she's using Thornwood to pull me up. I mean, you could, I assume, if it can pull something that's 10 feet away, or the range is 30 feet, so it's 30 feet long, so you can just lower your whip down and I can use that to climb out.
Yeah, but she creates it, and it's covered in thorns, keep in mind.
Yeah, I expect it's an attack.
Yeah, no,
Sorry?
it's still gonna damage him because of the thorns on the whip.
Yeah, no, that I'm aware of this. What I mean is, can he choose to have the attack land?
yeah.
I think if there was communication, yes. But if there's no communication, then he's going through something right now where it's like, holy shit, what is happening to me? And that's,
Yeah. No, I'm not just going to whip him out of the blue.
You better say something before you try to whip me.
All right, and before even any of that happens, something pops up right beside you in this hole. So, I'll roll for him as well. Alright, and I need to go like this. 2 seconds. Doing DM stuff. That's always
Jedi, do you
good.
want me to roll initiative too, or no?
Yeah, you might
I'm
as
just
well.
hanging out up top, so.
You're almost to camp right now. You gotta remember this, like, literally took like 6 seconds.
Yeah, no,
10,
I know.
15
It's okay, I rolled
seconds.
terrible anyway.
Makes sense for what's going on, anyways.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, man. Wow. Okay, so we are going to start with Sting going to shock you, Theron, and it literally just goes in for a shock, and it appears like almost right beside you, like just in this hole with you. It's gonna horribly miss. Horribly miss as this like kind of shock. You're kind of like reeling from the damage from these swords, and they're kind of like they're like rusty and shit too. There's just like a very you're like gonna need tetanus after this, but anyways. So Theron, what are you gonna do?
I'd love to give a taste of their own medicine, but I'm afraid that they have some kind of resistance to lightning damage, so I'm gonna try and crush this little bug with my quarterstaff.
That'll hit.
Ooh.
All right. And you hit this thing, and it's just like you can tell it reels from this damage. It almost kind of flickers. It did not like that.
Gonna rinse and repeat.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely hit. And,
Oh, come on, a 1 second one.
and it just disappears as it kind of just floats to the ground.
It did float to the ground.
Climb out of this pit, or is it pretty sheer?
It's a sheer, yeah, like it's gonna be quite difficult to climb for sure. And we're out of the turn order at this point.
Okay, so I'll go to the edge of the pit. Bye.
Okay.
Want me to
And-
throw down a rope?
Yeah, I can throw down a rope now.
I'll use that rope to climb out. Do I need to roll?
No. Yeah, you're good with that.
Okay. You said this thing's like 5 feet wide.
Yeah, it's about 5 feet wide, yeah. It's a little bigger than that, but not much.
Okay. I'll back up and then jump over it to get across to the south end.
Oh,
Alright, so at this point, Bella has told you that it sees Varys.
okay.
I look around. Do I see anything in
Varys is back.
the room? Any of these like crevices to the south and to the east?
So, you actually do notice a couple things. You do notice what looks like a tiny, tiny little path right here. And you also notice what looks like some bones and a saddle over in this corner here.
I'll investigate the bones in the saddle and see what's in there.
Alright.
Do you need me to roll that? Or
Nope. So,
No.
all of a sudden, as soon as you get to this, these bones start to animate. And Theron, you're literally almost forced back as this thing starts to grow into something. And you realize that it is legitimately a skeleton horse. And it's just kind of like standing there like a normal horse, and it's just looking at you.
if it's just sitting there looking, then I'll ask, "Do you understand me?"
And it kind of like looks at you like curiously, and then just kind of walks up to you, and like it's kind of like putting its head up against you, trying to like get pet kind of thing.
I'll give it a pet.
Okay. It allows it. It's very awkward to pet this thing, as it's literally made of bones. It's kind of got like this like really like scraggly like wiry type mane.
Strikes right there. I'll turn back the light and I'll say, "I think this isn't some sort of evil necromancy. The horse doesn't seem hostile in any way. But if this thing came back, then we should be on the lookout for other skeletons that might not be so kind."
Like, can we just walk around this pit?
You have to jump it. Speaking of which, Theron and Strike actually should have both rolled acrobatics.
Isn't
Oh,
your
no.
jump
Yeah.
9? Or
Sorry?
for me 9? Isn't my jump 9? Because I said I backed up and then jumped over it.
The problem is it's like a bend.
Gotcha.
So you can run, but then you literally have to change your course. Does that make sense?
So you want us to roll an acrobatic, or
Yeah, I forgot to do that completely, actually. I didn't even notice Strike went across. Yeah, you're good, Theron. Yeah, you're both fine.
I am reluctant by this.
Sorry, I'll give you a push, right?
Damn it! Right, I'll call forward to Theron and Strike, and ask: Is there any danger there? Do we need to come?
There's a horse skeleton that came back to life, but it seems docile. Just wanted me to pet him. But there could be things that come back and are not friendly.
He does have a...
in case something
saddle,
happens,
just so you know.
the walls, are they mud? What's the walls like?
Yeah, I had said earlier that it's all like earth-packed walls, and they're about 8 feet tall for ceilings.
Could I be able to hammer in a piton in the wall
Yep.
and sort of like, and set up the rope and throw it to rain in case we need to get back really fast?
Yes, you can.
I'll try and jump in the saddle.
All right, Theron. Give me an acrobatics.
When I say jump in the saddle, I don't mean like leap up. I mean like I put my foot in the stirrup and then
Yeah. Just give me a fucking acrobatics.
I just wanted to be sure like I'm not just like running and jumping at the thing.
All right, so you jump on this thing with no issues. and it literally, once you get in, you kind of tell like it's very uncomfortable at first, but then it just settles out, and it just allows you to ride it.
I'll give it another nice pat. And are there any reins or from the saddle or no?
Yes, there are.
Like does it have a bit and it's like skeleton mount?
It looks just like a horse, but it's a skeleton.
Oh, can we keep it?
Strike is just going to say, "What the heck are you doing?"
I'll ride it back to the tunnel entrance.
Ride it back through the tunnel entrance.
Over to right here. Like, hey, I found a new steed.
And do you want to? So you try to get him out? Is that what you're trying to say?
Does it look like he could fit through that tunnel easily?
You think that if it was like a normal horse, no, but because he's made of bones, you actually do think that he can make it through there.
Rain back up a bit. I want to try and jump over this gap.
Crazy?
Sayana, what did you say first? I can't hear you.
Is there something we can put down for him to walk on?
Okay. No, I don't have anything on
Yeah.
me, but let's let
A spear plank.
spare what?
Jeez. A spear plank.
No, you haven't seen anything like that.
Okay, Theron, go ahead.
I'll turn to Strike real quick and just ask anything in there you can see or no.
Yeah, I'm going to look in this hole in the wall.
So it's very small. It looks like a path to you, Strike. It's only about 2 feet wide. It's very packed tight in there. But you're pretty sure it's a path. It kind of looks like it veers off to the left as you look farther ahead.
It's only 2 feet. Does it look like I can squeeze in there or no?
Yep, you can definitely squeeze through there, but it is a squeeze for you. Like, you will be squeezing.
If I see
So
him
you
try
want
to
me to-
stick himself in there, I'll say, hey, maybe you should send the owl first.
Yeah, I was going to say, can the owl squeeze in there easier?
The owl can't fly in there. It'll have to walk.
Okay. And I'm going to look through his eyes so I can see, and control him.
Okay.
And I can't see anything through the owl's eyes, so.
Just give me a sec. What is their sight? 60? Or 120?
Dark vision 120.
I think that's one. That's what I want. That. There you go. You should be able to see now. You can give me a perception. Okay.
I'm going to let Theron know it's very windy. It just leads to another part of the cavern. Which it looks like there's sarcophaguses in there. I'm not going to let the owl go any further, though.
Okay. And then you come back. I'll just bring you back. So yeah, the owl kind of goes through, and there was nothing. Didn't really see anything other than like an alternate path to some sarcophagus.
All right, let's see if we can make our way around.
And I know I don't have much room, but I'll try and back up a little bit I can and get this horse to jump over that pit.
Okay.
I will cast guidance as he does this.
On the horse or him?
On him trying to skillfully do this.
Okay.
I don't think it's my skill that matters.
All right. So the horse makes it, no problem. Theron, give me an acrobatics.
Oh god, is he going to tip you off in the...
It's good enough.
Oh,
I don't know probably in the map there, eh? There you go.
There we go. Stuck in the wall. All right, left or right?
Left.
Be careful, this is where we saw the will-o'-the-wisp. And the weasel saw it here too. Will your horse let me pet him?
Alright,
We
So,
don't have time.
seems pretty nice.
Varys, you're back now, just so you know.
All right.
You're trying to figure out how to do attendant and stuff at this point. Alright, so all of a sudden, Rain, you start to notice some light down over here.
I'll kind of wave to everyone. I think there's one down here.
Let's say the
One
rain.
back.
Here.
I saw a light.
Take the rain. I think I should dismount. So I'll dismount and I'll move up.
Okay.
It's a skeletal horse, Rain.
And back to the group, I'll say down here to the left. I think I see something, some kind of light. I think it's moving.
And then you see another one. And it disappears.
It comes.
All right. Ready a dodge action.
Same.
My owl's stuck in the wall.
Yeah, he died.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna move forward 5 feet and ready to dodge again.
So those of you that are kind of near the entrance, you're realizing that there's lots of water pooling down here, and it's starting to look like the earth is starting to move slightly.
All right, we gotta be quick, guys.
Look. I think we should get out. If we
I
take
think
the horse,
What happens if it gets destroyed and we just lose a chance to get the sword?
So now that I'm close to where the wisp was, I'm gonna swing my quarterstaff at that area before I move into it.
Okay.
And can Strike ready his bow the next time he sees one of these things? He'll shoot.
You're just always
up there ahead.
with the ready to attack then?
Yep.
Then you're not moving.
So it's
well, I'll take a step already. Then I'll aim and look around. I don't know how that would work.
Ready
so
to
now let's look.
Yeah, if you're doing a ready to attack, basically you're just standing there ready to do it. You're not moving and ready. I mean, you can do one after the other, but as far as I'll take that, basically as soon as you move, you're taking you have to take another action.
Yep, I got
So
you.
as soon as that thing lights up, I want to run up and attack it
Okay.
before it appears again.
All right, so you see the light of this thing, and as soon as you come in, it starts to go off, and then it starts to disappear again.
All right, I'll do the swing, move, dodge, swing, move, dodge.
Okay. And you hear the and the ground comes out of your feet again, and you start to fall. Very,
Can I try and grab him?
very slowly. You can try to grab him if you want, sure.
Yeah, I'll try to grab him.
Okay. Well, we're in it anyways, so everyone re-roll your initiatives.
I like the initiative that was
Do
on
I
there
have
before.
control?
Keep it.
do I have control of the horse?
What was that?
Another.
I guess just let go of the reins.
You noticed as soon as you let go of those reins, it did not move at all, Theron. Alright, is everyone on there? I think so.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so Theron, you start falling. However, while you're falling, this thing does pop up. and it is gonna zap you. But Strike, you're gonna try and grab him. So Strike, you can give me an acrobatics. Okay, you're not quick enough. It happens too quick, and he just falls straight down.
Okay. All right. How many knives or swords do I hit on this one?
I'm gonna see right now. So you're gonna get onto.
Yeah, of course. Again, I would slow fall to.
Yeah. So you're not taking any fall damage. You're taking knife damage and sword damage.
Can I roll another dexterity to avoid some of those?
No, you can't, because it's just full at the bottom.
Okay. So I get hit with 4 knives and swords.
So you're going to take 16 damage as you come down on all these swords, and then all of a sudden you see this thing light up right in front of you, and it tries to zap you. Critical hit, and he is going to do 16 damage. Holy shit. Alright.
2 damage.
And before, and this one's worse.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is make sure that's all right. And where is the... What's the owl doing?
He's on my shoulder, I guess. Oh, I guess for his move, he will run up and give Theron the help action, or the help action against the Will-O-Wisp, and then fly back.
Okay. Alright. And yeah, he can disengage, can he? Yeah. Like a... That's free action, isn't it?
He doesn't even have to disengage.
No, the owl, I believe, has flyby.
It has a feature where it doesn't have to disengage, or it doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, is what it is.
Yeah, like that's what I'm kind of saying, is he doesn't have to worry about it.
Sorry.
Alright, so Theron, what are you going to do? As you kind of come down on all of these swords, you feel them cutting into your legs, and then you get zapped real hard.
I mean, this guy, I took it away from its other friend, so I'm going to reunite him.
Okay. So you're just swinging up ahead of you, basically.
Oh, is it up out of the pit?
No, he's like above you. I just can't really do that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, then I would hit him with it.
And Strike, your owl's gonna have to be there to make sense of this.
Okay.
Oops, I meant to do there, because it was an advantage.
Well, you're making 2 attacks, I assume. Oh.
Well, he did the help action.
He what?
The owl did the help action.
Oh, correct.
So,
okay.
So the first one's advantage.
Alright, yeah, so you go to swing, and you miss this thing.
18 misses?
You
Holy
miss.
cow.
You had very high rolls, your last 2 rolls. That'll hit.
How about that?
Okay, this thing reels, and kind of, you can tell it didn't like that at all.
Let me think. I'm gonna spend a key and do a stunning strike on it.
Okay.
There's a DC 14 dex for it.
Unsuccessful.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and hit with my fist.
Okay. That'll hit.
I think I said it twice.
Okay. You can tell that really didn't do too much to it.
Hey guys, I think non-magical damage doesn't do much against these things. And I'm gonna sit here in the bottom of the pit by my swords and knives.
Alright, so Varys,
I would sit if I was you.
you're kind of putting this together, but you can give me a perception with a disadvantage. You can't really hear anything, so give me a nat 20. with a disadvantage. So 2 nat 20s.
I am hoping for it.
Ooh. Ooh.
Not enough.
You're pretty high.
Jedi, can I because Ella saw Varys in the camp. Can I check in with her and ask if Varys is still in the camp?
Yep. That's gonna take an action to kind of communicate with her, though.
Okay, don't worry then. I'm gonna spend my action talking to us. Carry on.
It's your turn, so that's why I'm asking.
Oh, I see. Right. Yes. No. Okay. So instead of this, I will. Is the skeleton horse following me, or is it just staying there?
It's staying right where Theron left it. It just seems to not care about you or Sienna whatsoever.
It's Theron's special horse.
It's improved on me.
15, 20. So if I stand behind Strike here, am I at the top of the pit?
Actually, the owl is standing there.
Who is it? Oh, I see. Yes. Okay. All right.
And I don't think
So-
you can actually see. I'm gonna fix that dynamic lighting. Just so we're all on the same page here.
Yeah, she probably can't see that I'm in the pit, can she?
That's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, she definitely can't see that you're in the pit.
Can guess that you're in.
You've seen him in there once before, so it makes sense, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah. Presumably, I heard you screaming as well. That's probably
I don't
another pit. Oh my.
Yeah.
We don't feel pain. We take damage and we don't feel pain.
That's a more accurate of what you can see, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, it's fine if I just don't finish my turn in the owl square, right?
Correct.
I have another 5, 10 feet of movement that I can step back with. So I will come up into the owl's square.
Well, the owl sit up or is it flying?
Yeah, yeah. Does Theron look kind of mortally wounded or just
Well,
quite bad?
he's 10 feet down in a pit. So, and how tall are you? Like 6 feet? So you can't
Fine.
really, you can barely, you can maybe see his head, Rain, and that's about it.
You can see me swinging my
Okay.
quarterstaff at this
Yeah,
thing.
you see a staff swinging in the air and a fist.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna I'll call down to if I call down to Theron, do you want me to pull you up? Can he reply this turn on?
I could wish I could reply.
Like, yeah, I gotta wait for his turn.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I see the will o' the wisp.
You can barely see it, but yes, you can just see it. Oh,
Is
not from
enough?
there, you can't. You could see
From
it
the owl
before.
square. From here. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, all right. Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I'll just drop a sacred flame on it then.
Okay. Unsuccessful.
Wait, it was unsuccessful.
The like
Flame was
you would really have no idea, to be honest. So
oh, yeah, okay. And I'll follow that up with a bonus action healing word on Theron. Actually, no, sacred flame is yeah.
from there, you're not going to be able to see him. You'll have to move forward another. So how far have you moved already, Rain? You've moved
So I was here.
there,
I
right?
used diagonal to get here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Keep in mind the owl's difficult terrain.
Yes. So you said I stopped before the owl to be able to see the will o' the wisp, right?
No, you have to stand where you are now to see the will-o'-the-wisp.
Yeah.
And then you moved on top of the owl, kind of looked, and then you moved back. So you've used all your movement, and you can't see Theron because he's down in that hole.
Okay, all right.
Well, you said she saw Fist, so she can see me.
Where she was before.
Yeah.
She was
Okay, fine.
Yeah, she moved back, and you're in this hole, right? Like, you're in a 10-foot hole, man. She could barely see you in that square that she was in before.
Yeah, if she can't see me, she can't see me. It is what it is.
Righty, yep, okay. I shall call to Theron, that I can get you out, but it would hurt.
Alright, well, this thing's most definitely gonna go in for another zap. And it tries to get you, but he is gonna miss. And then it kind of just floats away, giving Strike... Nope, sorry, not Strike, giving Theron an opportunity of attack. Oh, wait, that does... Actually, I can't do that. Alright, so you're gonna hit it as he kind of goes, and you actually kill it, and he dies. Alright, Strike.
I will... we're still going? I guess I will jump across the pit.
Okay.
I'm assuming acrobatics.
Well, how far can you do a standing jump?
What is it? Strength. I have a 12 strength.
3 plus... What's your strength mod?
1.
1, 3, 2. You can jump 2 feet. Standing. So you fall into the...
Well, can I walk back a little bit? So go 5 or 10, 20. No, I guess that would... If everybody's difficult terrain, I couldn't.
The other one is you could kind of get a bit of a running, which is why I allowed it. This one, there's no way.
All right. I guess I will... We're still in initiative, though, right?
We're in initiative.
All right, then I... Shoot.
Well,
I guess I will... Let me see what else I got going on.
string.
Can I cast Mage Hand and have it carry my rope and grappling hook across and hook it onto the side of this?
What can the Mage Hand do again? Let me just throw it up there.
Sure.
I know you get... Isn't yours, like, special, though?
It's also invisible, and it can do some other things.
Yeah.
I imagine it could like around something and then hook back on the rope. That'd be simple enough.
Can manipulate an object, open an unlocked door, container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container. So...
Simple grab, pull, turn kind of
you're
things.
kind of doing a bunch of things at once with it. I'll assume that you could do it, use it like several times. So your first thing would be to carry the rope over there. So yes, it can carry the rope over here.
All right. And I guess that's my action then. And I'll just shout to everybody. I saw that will-o-wisp die, though, right?
You're pretty sure it did. You're not 100% sure. You know they go invisible, and it just kind of disappeared, so...
All right, then I'll say... I have nothing to say then. All right. That's it.
Did it look like it disappeared the same way the last one did? Or no?
Yes, it did, to you.
Okay.
Keep in mind, it looked like it was going through the earth, so you're really the only one that kind of really seen a good view of it. Alright, Sienna.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, Sienna, as soon as you go to move, something pops up behind you, and it attacks you. And and it's another one of those will-o-wisps. And
Yeah.
it is going to miss you as it goes to strike you with this lightning bolt. So you move out of its range, and that's kind of what happened.
Okay. I'm gonna keep moving. You know what? I'm gonna use poison spray on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
It's
You cast it, and the poison spray kind of just floats, and it seems completely unaffected by this.
thanks. Okay. Well, I'm gonna come over here then. And in my turn.
Okay. Sounds good, and this thing most definitely follows you. And it is going to try and shock you. And it's going to hit for 7 damage.
Nice.
And then...
Wait, what am I concentrating on?
I don't even know.
Probably something
And it won't let me-
last time.
Okay, no, I'm good.
I got it.
Shit.
All right, that's really all it's going to do at this point. Owl.
The owl will.
Well, really, the owl, you can't control the owl. I would control it, I guess. But the owl...
I guess I'll have spy. Go ahead.
You got to remember, you got to command your owl what you're doing. And it sees another threat, so I would say that it would go and try to help.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what it just did last time.
Yep.
So it is just going to go there and then literally fly right back and help action on this thing. As it's kind of like flying around. Alright, Theron.
I'm assuming this pit's pretty sheer, like the last one.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything in my inventory that's gonna help me, so I'll just call up, hey, I need a rope or something to help me climb out. And that'll end my turn.
You don't want to attempt? Come on.
Said it's sheer, right?
It's, yeah. Like, you have a hard time even moving it. Like, I was considering when you went to go to attack to make shit, do an acrobatic, see if you could avoid all these swords and shit at the bottom, but yeah. It would have killed you, I'm sure. So, yeah, it's full of swords. It's hard to even move in there.
I'll wait for help.
Okay. All right. Varys, you can give me another roll with disadvantage.
All right.
Still not enough. All right. Rain.
Okay. So I will something on this. Where's the light move? Beam in here seems excessive. I will attempt another sacred flame.
Okay. Sacred flame.
Description.
Seems ineffective.
Did I see it hit or?
It most definitely. You're not really sure. You don't think it hit though.
It isn't doing anything. Okay.
Well, magic doesn't do these things.
Don't even know. Are they? Well, I'm gonna actually back up a step into this corridor.
Okay. Strike.
I will use my action to command the hand to grapple the side of this coffin or whatever.
Yep, it's a sarcophagus, stone, and yep, that's fine.
And then would I be able to use my movement to hold onto the rope and jump across in case I slip? Then I'll have the rope in my hand that I'll.
Yeah, I'll allow that. Yep. First of all, give me a dex for your hand tying that thing up. Or making sure that it's tight. Okay. And now you're gonna make an acrobatics check to jump across. And yeah, basically you just you're good. So, yeah.
And can I use a free action to drop the rope down the Theron?
No, you just use your action to grab this rope and.
Okay, all right.
But nice try.
Just trying to see what I can to get away with.
Yeah, I know. All right. Is that everything?
Yep.
There's really nothing else you can do but move, I guess. But yes. All right. Okay. I don't know if you got the done there, but I'll just done you. Cyanna.
Alright, I'm going to swing my longsword at it.
It's gonna miss.
Rip.
Goes right through it.
In that case, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. That's what we were probably
Yeah.
concentrating on last time.
Yeah. That is my go-to. And I believe that is everything, yeah.
Okay. Alright, this thing disappears.
What?
And you guys aren't sure where it went.
I'm gonna climb out of this stupid sword pit.
Yeah, I'll throw him down the rope.
Okay. Yeah, you get out with the rope. And you
To get to the top, as I get to the top, I'm gonna ask Strike to move
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah, you get out. So, Strike and Theron, as you're kind of looking around this room, you notice that there's like 4 sarcophagi, and they're kind of like all in their own little alcove. You kind of get that like deathly feeling when you're walking in here.
I think we need to be extra wary, just in case these things come alive and start attacking us.
Right now, you moving ahead, Brian?
I'm gonna throw the rope back over the trap
Okay.
No,
so that others can get over easier.
Okay. Sure.
What is that?
Diana, this way.
Roll in acrobatics when you go across range.
Oh, God.
No, so, does the rope look like I can trust it?
You've seen Strike go across with it. You pull on it, you seem it's good enough.
I have. Even so, I am not actually happy with risking that. Cyanna, do you want to go over? I do. I just don't trust myself to fall into this socking great pit full of swords like an idiot.
You got this, Rain. It's
You wanna
alright.
go- I would rather stay back here. It's full of swords, make me anxious. I don't know why.
I will. I'll say I'll give you a little guidance if you want help going across.
I'd only have to go back. It's okay. Just stay where I can see you.
All right. I'll start examining the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Diana, do you want to go across? Shall I get out of the way?
I'll
Light
say
is the
can I like ready in action? If anything pops up in front of me, just swing at it.
Yep, sure.
how wide was the pit, Jedi?
Where are you looking, Cyanna? Like towards Rain, or are you looking that way? Okay,
this way, this way.
Okay, sounds good. And what was that, Theron? Sorry.
How wide was the pit?
The pit's about 5 by 5. This one, a little smaller.
Okay. I'll kind of reach out towards Rain and say, "Can you reach me? I could use some healing. Otherwise, if you want to hand me a potion, either one." So, like, if I reach out over the middle and she reaches out to touch me,
No.
she can't reach 2.5 feet.
Sure. Okay. I'll allow it if you both want to try doing that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so, like, we could touch in the middle and she could give me some healing
Yeah. Sure.
if Rain's willing to.
Wasn't healing word like not need
No,
touch?
so I will attempt to reach out and touch Theron over the pit then.
Okay.
And I'm gonna upcast that to good level.
Because she has cure wounds also, doesn't she?
It's okay, but I've got 3rd level spell slots, so that would be best use.
Ooh, 19.
19. Okay, both of you give me acrobatics as you're trying to push away from each other now.
I'm facing the way, can't I? Sorry, Rain.
Theron
Nice.
pushes off you, no problem. Rain, you just managed to get yourself to push back. You realize that was a very risky move.
Thank you, Rain. I should be good now.
Okay.
I'll start
Let's get
examining the sarcophagus.
And I'm going to ready my quarterstaff in case something comes alive in it that is hostile.
I hate to be a bummer, but I'm just gonna go off the toilet real quick, so.
Oh, do you guys? We'll take a quick break. Let's take a quick break. Well, we're almost done here too, I guess.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, it's past 3 hours, anyways. Let's let's just take like 2 to 3 minute break here, 5 minutes, and then and then we'll go for like a little bit longer here.
Okay.
All right. back. All right, so Theron and Strike, you're trying to open this, or what are you doing?
I think you said you were investigating it.
Strike is correct.
If you're talking Strike, we can't hear you.
Disconnected audio again.
Yeah, can't hear you, man. He gone.
I think you said he was investigating, and I said I was getting my quarterstaff ready in case something came alive and then was hostile.
Okay, so yeah, you're just readying attack. Sienna, you have a ready to attack. Rain, you're just kind of watching, thanking God that you didn't fall into that pit.
Pretty much, yes. I would have used my action to do the to cast the heals.
Yeah, it was a DC 15 not to fall in there, so you got lucky.
What?
And it's not something I'll allow often, because to do a cure wounds that far away from each other is fucking ridiculous. So if you ever make me do that again, I'll fucking lose it.
It's like 2.5.
It doesn't matter. Your space is your space. You
Should
look at
take him,
any D&D rule, you have to be within 5 feet to cast cure wounds.
Should have asked them for their height and then did it by half, and that's their wingspan.
Either way, they still have to reach, right? So that's
I'm
why.
5 feet, so 2.5 feet. 2.5 feet I can reach.
Yes, reach.
No, that's your wingspan. Your wingspan's 2.5 feet, so you'd only have like a foot and some change.
Some short arms. That'd be like
Maybe.
That'd be like a 1 foot arm on each side. That's ridiculously short.
Yeah, you're like a T-Rex.
Fact is, you would literally have to, like, tip yourself over to try and get to each other.
Only like a foot.
I was hoping one of you would fall in there so that you'd be like, okay, let's never do that again. But no! You guys had to roll high!
That way you can do it every time.
Alright, are we good here, Jabba? Can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay, Sarkophagi, what are you doing?
I guess investigating it.
Alright.
And I'll cast guidance.
Okay.
So, investigation.
So yeah, you check this thing out, and it's definitely kind of a special looking sarcophagi in a sense. It's kind of got some like depiction of what looks like a battle with a dragon at one point, and they all kind of look a little similar. Maybe little subtle differences, but nothing major. You don't see anything else other than the fact that this thing is sealed, and the lid looks very heavy.
I'll look at Theron and say, you want to help me try to open this?
Yeah, I'll put my quarterstaff away so I can help him open it.
Okay. So one of you guys can do athletics with advantage.
I'll cast guidance. You can roll it.
I'm sure I have a -1 to strength.
Oh.
Now you have a 0.
You want me to roll it? You want me to roll it instead?
If you're the stronger, you should do it.
With advantage. It's with advantage because you're helping.
Oh, with advantage. Oh, good.
Somebody's helping. Somebody's helping someone here. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Yes!
There we go.
So, Strike, you push this thing, and even Theron's like, holy, I'm not even helping. And, yeah, you push this lid right off. And as you do, you hear a click. And this puff of gas. It's like this cloud, basically, of this really corrosive-looking dust. And it just spews out. What was that?
Uncanny dodge.
It spews out, and it surrounds your whole area. Even Rain, you have to back up, so you're kind of pushing into Sienna as it starts to kind of fill this tunnel a little bit as well.
So we get some text.
Rain and Sienna. So, Sienna, I'm going to get you to roll a dex save first.
Okay.
And Rain, you're gonna now roll a dex save.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so Rain, you go to try and push Cyan out of the way as this thing starts to spread down the hall. And unfortunately, you're just not able to kind of get out of the way in time. Cyanna, you do manage to kind of just get out of the way, though. But, however, you're kind of more just moving for the fact that Rain needs space.
Yeah, right.
The actual dust doesn't actually make it into where you were standing. So,
Okay.
Rain, you're gonna take some of this as well. Theron and Strike, you're obviously giving me dex saves.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
Nice, good saves. Okay,
It's
so,
shitty how the person who
yeah, the one
crap
person who's not
saves.
even there. Yeah,
Specifically.
you
I think
bastard.
it's taking damage.
All right, so Rain, you're going to take 15 damage, and you two
Oh
are
my
going to take
God.
7 damage. As you inhale this corrosive dust into your lungs, the two of you, Rain, you feel it more on your skin and whatnot, and you two, even though you've kind of dodged most of the spray, like the actual force, you still feel it.
I'm assuming my uncanny dodge wouldn't do anything, right?
What does that do?
Or post it. I don't think it will do anything, but
No, when an attacker that you can see. Yeah. No, sir. You would need something like what the barbarians have, the danger sense, for that to take any effect.
I
At
think higher level I get something that does that.
7th level, that would have been no damage for me. But I'm not there.
Not yet.
You might
Not
get
ever. Jeez.
I have much learning to do.
Evasion, that's
And-
at 7th.
Of course, with all that, you didn't think it was just going to be that, did you? All right, everyone roll. Including you, Varys.
Does this like cancel my attack? Does it? My hit attack or whatever?
What was that, sorry, Santa?
Is this cancelled? I'm assuming like I don't have a ready attack anymore, do I?
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Sayana doesn't have a ready to attack anymore, does she?
No, because you were pushed out of the way and you started to move. You are correct.
Sorry, I gotta get.
Yeah, you got to split up. Bit of a problem there, but it's not a big deal. Manageable.
Yeah, I rolled the owl. It didn't show up, so I'll take the first initiative or the second.
Just the first one. Always the first one.
All right.
All right, and then, yeah, Sienna, you are correct, because all of a sudden this thing appears, and it goes to shock you. It's going to hit you, and it does 12 damage.
Oh my.
And yes, I am taking into effect that you have... Well, you still have it.
I made it.
You made it, yep. And it's going to attack you once again, because these things have crazy dex. And it is going to miss you this time. All right, Varys. You're going to give me another disadvantage.
I think it's no dead if I hit it next turn.
Oh Jesus.
You're still trying to bail this water, and you are doing something, just to be clear. Like, less water is going down there.
I'm just singing in the rain.
All right, Theron. You are... well, you can give me perception with disadvantage.
I think if you correct the lighting, I don't think I can see anything.
Correct.
But let's... Because I can see a sliver of light, but I don't think I can technically see that if it was accurate.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I hear something, though, but let's see. You said with disadvantage?
Disadvantage, yeah. Speaking of which... Yeah, you heard like a shock. You're pretty familiar to that noise now.
I realize I can't get across, so I'll just say, Rain, think you need to help Sayana. And I'll look at the sarcophagus and make sure there's nothing in here that's going to come out at me.
Okay. So you're searching the sarcophagus, correct?
Well, my first instinct is, are there bones that are animating and coming at me?
So are you looking in there like you're taking your action to kind of search inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
So first, just be wary that something's coming at me, and if not, then I'll look and inspect inside the sarcophagus.
Okay. There is most definitely a skeleton in there, but it does not appear to be moving.
And I want to see if there's anything unusual, anything that's with the skeleton, or is it just in there alone?
So when you look at this one, it kind of looks like a cleric almost, because you can tell that it's got like this really nice shield, and it's got the symbol of Helm on it. You've actually heard of Helm.
What do I know about Helm?
Yes.
The Watcher.
Okay. If it's not animating, and do I see any weapons that are buried with it?
You see a mace.
A mace isn't a sword, so I'll assume this isn't what we're looking for. And I'll turn to Strike and say, not this one. We gotta take another one.
Okay. All right, Owl.
And
Oh, sorry.
I was just ending my turn.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the owl here to make sense of everything.
If the owl hears them, he'll help. If not,
Oh, speaking of which, your owl died. There's no way it could have handled that corrosive, even if it made the save.
Fair.
So your owl disappeared from all the corrosive dust.
so I'm up. So
So yeah, it's your turn.
I can't see that wisp at all. So I'm gonna pick up the mace.
You can give me a perception to see if you heard with disadvantage. No, you didn't hear it.
All right, I will pick up the mace.
Okay. It's very rusty, but yeah, it's a mace. Nothing special.
The
All right,
cool
and
mace.
if I didn't hear anything, I'll start moving over the next sarcophagus.
Okay. Sounds good. Is that everything?
And yep.
Okay.
Where's my done button?
It might have shit the bed. It should be okay.
All right.
But yeah, I don't see yours. I don't know why. Okay. Rain.
I will find Diana. Sacred Flame is not hurting things at all. They're avoiding it. One of those things. I'm gonna try the dead.
Toll of the Dead.
See how wise they are.
Wisdom? Yeah.
Yep.
Holy fuck, I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Damn.
Oh no.
It's the wisest wisp you've ever seen.
It is, yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't need to work out how to roll damage on that then, do I?
No. No damage on that one.
I'd like to become a student under this wisp.
Yeah.
Oh, unhealthy does Cyana look?
Not too bad. Definitely bruised up.
Righty. kind of ineffectual. I can't shoot past her. I mean,
Shoot? Like, move?
shoot. No, like a longbow shoot.
Yeah, like you just made an action. We're told dead.
True, yes, that's an action. Okay, yep, that's fine, okay. I will stay put then.
Okay. Cyanna.
Okay, I really hope this hits it. I'm gonna swing it with my longsword.
Why am I not seeing any rolls? Nope, that's gonna miss.
Sake.
But you got your inspiration.
Yeah. But I can't do it yet though because I already rolled a no.
Yeah, I'm like.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, you like if I answer really quickly, I'm okay with you saying, oh, I want to use it, but you were, it was Rain that kind of told you about it, so. I realize sometimes I say the answer really quick, so if you get me like right after, oh, can I use the inspiration? Yeah, I'm okay with that, but you didn't come to that on your own terms, so I'm gonna say no.
Weird. I'm going to use my healing lights again. I was working at net 2, isn't it, on the mark? I'll take it.
Hey, yep, nothing wrong with that.
The crit should be fine. My health isn't going up at all for some reason. Okay, I can't adjust it.
It went up.
Oh, I must be lagging then.
Yeah, it went up on my side anyways.
Okay, then I'm done.
Alright. This thing is most likely gonna go and try to shock you again. It's gonna miss, though. Alright, Varys. Give us another disadvantage roll.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. 10.
Enough, you can't hear anything. It's just
Still-
raining hard out there, yep.
Still singing in the rain. Alright.
At this point, you're kind of free to just make your own decisions on what you want to handle. You're kind of past the point of what you've already predeterminedly told me. Okay.
Talking to me, or?
Yeah, you. Because you
Yeah,
told
I
me
mean-
that you're just taking water out, so it's up to you
Yeah.
if you want to continue
I mean,
to do that. It's been quite a while now, so.
Feel like they've been down there for a long time, that I feel like my best point of action is to keep doing this, giving them as much time as they can, so
Okay,
I'll continue.
sounds good. All right, there.
Okay, so I still hear them on the other side, but I don't have enough movement to back up, jump over, and go help them. But you know what? I'll back up and I'll jump over the pit so that I'm on that side with them.
Okay. Like, move the 10 feet and then.
Yeah, and then run and jump over.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you make it.
And I don't have enough movement left to go through them to get by this thing.
No.
So I'll let my turn right here.
Okay. Strike. You notice. Theron just bolted on you.
I guess I will.
I thought they would deal with this thing by now. I mean, they don't seem too tough.
I will go 5, 10, 15, 20. I can't really jump across with them standing there. So I'll say, what are you guys doing? And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Can't move over there anyway.
Rain.
Oh,
Okay.
inform Mike that we are fighting a will-o'-the-wisp. And see, Theron is up beside me now, so I'm actually going to go. Okay, so if I go diagonal here, I would be in lay range of the will-o'-the-wisp, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but because you're like around a corner, it's gonna be like a disadvantage, basically, for it to attack you or you to make any attacks against it.
Yeah. Just want to leave space for Theron to get through. Okay, let's try that then. So I'm gonna go here.
Oh, what's going on here now?
And something effective to hit.
Maybe turn off the stream or something.
Sorry?
Oh, don't mind me.
I'm gonna have actually, can I try Thorn Whip on it?
Yep. You sure can. It'll be with a disadvantage, though.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Gonna hit it.
Oh,
Wow.
Good. Alright. Minute. Okay, so that's oh, I'm 5th level. Sweet.
Yeah, you should be able to just click Thorn Whip and it should just automatically do the damage.
Okay, yep. Yes, of course.
Ooh.
Oh.
Brutal.
Right.
Yeah, it
Something.
seems very unaffected from that.
Okay.
Dude, I have a problem. I can't click on my token or see any of the map.
I move back one more space as well to here.
You should
Yep.
be good. Yep, sure.
Might get an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna.
What's your AC again? 15? Ooh, it just misses you.
Is it 15? Hang on.
I think it's 15.
It is.
You can't see Sienna?
I just see my token and then it's all black. If I exit out the game and come back in, will that?
Yeah, I mean that,
Well,
that won't do anything, yeah. Like detrimental.
I used my AC 13. I think that's still got a Shield of Faith on there.
Oh really?
No, it doesn't. Shield of Faith doesn't affect it. Like, it doesn't change it.
What armor are you wearing?
I'm wearing leather armor. I thought my AC was 13. I think that has a Shield of Faith left on it from last time.
No, because the Shield of Faith doesn't actually change the numbers unless you put it up.
Right, hold on. See.
Because you're, leather armor. Should be 11 plus your dex. Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're correct.
13.
Should be 13.
I
don't know
thought it was 13.
I don't know where that extra's coming from. Seems strange.
Not wearing anything.
Okay, well, it is going to hit you then. However, I am going to give you a point of inspiration for that. So it does hit you, and it's going to do 12 lightning damage. So you feel this course through your body as you're kind of moving out of its reach. It does not feel good, to say the very least. But you're inspired, so there's that. All right.
Okay. My turn.
Yep, I'm done.
Can you see now, Sayana?
I can now.
Okay, yeah, perfect. It's gonna miss.
I can't hit that thing. That's not what I was gonna do. I think that's a bonus section, is it? Okay, yep, that's me done.
Okay. It's definitely gonna go in for another shock on you, Sienna. It's gonna miss. And this time it starts to take off. You can do your opportunity of attack.
Yes, please. Come on, please hit it. Yes, finally!
You gotta hit it.
Now I think you know where it's going, right?
Yeah,
Shoot it, damn it.
I know what you're doing, yeah. So you're
But just...
Huh?
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that the long sword itself did not do a lot of damage, but
So... Is this thing undead?
You have no way of knowing that.
But I'm assuming Divine Smite will just work on an undead differently, right? Like, I don't need to specifically roll undead, right? If that makes sense.
You are correct. That is how that works.
So, as a player, do I roll with the undead one, or
Basically,
do I not?
you would just make your attack. But I see what you mean, because you have two attacks, either undead one or regular. So you can roll the undead one, but that doesn't mean you know what it is. If that makes any sense.
No, character wouldn't know, but
Your character
Divine
has no
Smite.
idea, but you know. Yeah.
Cast it at. I can't cast. I can only cast that little one. Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
It definitely flickers, but it's still
Hell
alive.
Take that, you son of a-
It takes off. And it kind of goes right through this wall, right here, Sienna, and then just disappears. Okay, Varys, give me a perception with advantage.
Well, that's not good.
Okay, Varys, you notice a light beneath this tent. There's something down below, like it's a large, definitely glowing light. You're not really sure what it is, though. But anyways, and it is, in fact, your turn.
Right. Knowing that I ran into lights earlier, I am just going to how wide are these? Oh, that's not standing up anymore. Is that one laying down on the side over here? Like, how big are they? Bone.
The rocks, you mean?
Yeah, the rocks.
They're like 10 feet tall.
Even on its side, or?
That one pushed over, yeah, it's probably about 3 feet. 3 feet
All
wide,
right.
kind of thing.
I would, knowing that I know that these are, at least I don't know what it is, but knowing what I know from last night, being the lights, I would try to move behind that and hide for a round.
Alright.
So, you want me to roll a stealth?
Yeah, give me a stealth.
Alright.
You rolled the higher intelligence. You were able to tell that was a will-o-wisp, and they disappear.
Well, I knew that it was a will-o-wisp, but that was it.
Alright, yeah, you hide what you think is effectively.
Okay, and I'll just do that for one turn, and then go back, so there you go.
Okay, sounds good. And after about a couple seconds, a few seconds anyway, well, 6 seconds to be exact, the light goes back out. And you see
All right.
nothing there.
Then I would continue to do what I was doing.
I jump around the corner like quarter step ahead. I'm like, where is it? Where is it?
That way.
is he saying
I'm-
And I'm looking around like, where is it? Where is it?
Wait.
Diana, wait.
What?
Where are you guys going?
Okay, hang on. Excuse me. I'm gonna wrap myself in bandages.
See it. Max roll. Nice.
Alright, Darren, so you do see some light off to the north.
I assume I see it laying on the ground.
So what you see is what looks like that string.
Just lay it on the ground.
Yeah, it's just laying on the ground there.
Okay. It's not a will-o-wisp. I'm not interested at the moment. I don't see it anywhere.
Yo, you're freaking. Oh, that's pretty funny, actually.
Here, Strike say, "Where are you guys? What are you doing?"
Over here, there was a will-o'-the-wisp.
You okay?
Varys, you can give me a perception disadvantage.
Just need Theron to stand still for a minute.
They were fighting a wisp. I don't know where it went.
Disadvantage still, or?
Yeah.
I think it knew I was coming in and ran away.
You think you heard some yelling down below. but you're not
I
sure.
will
yet.
take that as a sign that they are alive and continue doing my work.
Sounds good.
Varys thinks he's solely saving everyone's life right now, so
Yep. Quite possibly are. Did Seren look health-wise when he was running past me?
I assume I looked pretty bloody,
Okay.
especially my legs.
Like, can I, considering that I bandaged up Seren in the middle of the night, is it okay to use the healer feat on him again now?
Oh yeah, you get it back at the end of the long rest.
Yeah.
No, it's you can heal someone in that
Yeah.
way one between short rests.
It says
Long.
yeah, as long as you finish a short or long rest, it resets basically.
Okay. I yell at Theron to stand still for a minute.
But that creature actually has to have the rest, not you. Like Theron would have had to have the rest, which you all did.
That's
so.
right. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
I'm standing by the pit, impatiently waiting.
So I
Right.
will check this sarcophagus for traps.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to bandage Seren while that's going on.
Yeah, go ahead, roll.
And I'll cast guidance.
I know.
Damn it.
I would say that I would just assume that you always have guidance, but I'd rather not do that.
Oops. That's not on disadvantage. So that should be 24.
25. You look
Oh,
at it
25,
again,
yeah.
Strike, and you don't see any traps or anything on this one. It looks exactly the same as the other one.
I'm going to open it.
I'm gonna use the rope that's here to help myself jump across.
Okay. Acrobatics. Okay. All right, Strike. Give me a athletics. Before you started moving, Theron, just so you know.
Yeah, I didn't want to get close just to let he could
Yeah,
do
so
it.
he said he tried to move it before you jumped, though. So technically, you're not even across, is what I'm getting at.
Okay, I'll land as soon as whatever happens, I guess.
Yeah, you're good there, and you can't budge this at all, Strike.
So Theron, get back over here. I'll say, help me give this thing a shove. And I'll cast guidance.
Alright, I'll aid him.
And do you want strength or do you want the athletics?
It's gonna be athletics.
Jedi, do I
Nope.
have time if I hear them messing around to move back another step?
You can do something now because they're gonna have to try again, anyways.
Okay.
Want me to try?
Be careful.
It's
Sayana.
really again.
Try it again.
There were you two rein in Sienna.
What?
You two said.
Okay, I'm gonna ready attack again for here.
Telling her to get back.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we try again?
Yeah. You want me to try this time, or you want to go again?
I'll do it again.
Okay, I'll aid you.
Okay.
There we go, 22.
So you guys go and move this lid on the sarcophagus open, and then we're gonna find out next time.
Boo.
Yeah. All right, session's over. Thanks everyone for checking us out. We'll be back next week.